Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hood Table. Come on in, come on in. Make sure you hit the like button, the share button, and if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe to the Hood Table. We also have a membership that starts at $1.99. And if at any time you want to give us a love offering, I will be dropping cash apps for our guests, and I will also have our cash app across the top of the screen as well throughout the night. So y'all get ready because we're about to have a good old interview with our guest, Shalonda, who we have had on our show before, and she is
Yes.
back.
Hey,
So
hey, hey. Yes, she
welcome,
is. Hey,
welcome our guest.
beautiful.
Hey guys,
How are you? How are you? How have you been?
I'm good. I'm good for the most part. Just
For
focusing
the
on
most part. Okay,
yep,
okay,
finishing the new version of my book, and
okay.
Uh-oh.
I
See, we
heard you
gonna get into
emphasize that. I heard that.
my book.
But and that's what I want to we're going to get all into that. And for the people who are have not met you before or might not even know about the story of which we're going to be speaking of,
Well, hold
Shalonda
on just a
Moore.
second. Hold on, before you even get to introducing, let me go get some burn cream.
Okay,
Cause
go
I
ahead, go
know
ahead.
I know this tea finna be scorching hot.
Honey,
And
you better get it
honey,
now. You better get it now.
let me get my burn cream right now.
You
Cause I
know what?
know.
You a whole mess. But you know what? When you were on here last time, now I have a book sitting next to me, but I'm not going to show it
Mm-hmm.
because it is a book that we kind of interviewed you on last show that we did with you, but it was a book that you had kind of co-written with somebody else, and you
Mm.
don't really back that
Associate.
book. You don't want to be really associated with that book, or you don't um you know what I'm saying? It's not. It wasn't
hold
done in your
on,
favor. It wasn't done so much in your favor, and you don't want to co-sign that book. And so what you had did was you started from all over. Oh, I think she got to come back. But I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
on talking while she's coming back. I'm gonna keep on talking because
Yeah,
I
we
want
ain't
the
gonna get that
people.
book or the other person. No shout outs, baby. No shout outs.
Exactly. If she says his name, she says his name, but I'm not gonna say his name because
Right.
she's really not co-signing that book or backing that book. And hey, what's up, Vibrant Law? How you doing, babes? How you doing? But while she's getting her audio together, Shalonda Moore is the ex-wife of spree killer Nico Jenkins.
Yeah.
And you want to tell them who Nico Jenkins is, Karma Diva? Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Nico is a sociopath and convicted murderer. He has been a troubled person his entire life, and it didn't get any better when he's been in prison for other things. He went to prison, um, and when he was up for parole, he
I
told them,
miss.
"Do
I'm
not let me out." Yeah, he told them, "Don't let me out because I'm going to kill." I don't know why the state of Nebraska did not listen to this man. He was honest in what he said he was going to do, and he was true to it. He even he killed four people. He's responsible for four deaths. That was what they got him for, and he did that. He had been out of jail 12 days, and went on this killing spree. Took four lives, and one of them he had been hanging out with the night before he murdered him.
Can y'all hear me?
So yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Um,
But we are here tonight to speak with his ex-wife to get her perspective and to discuss her new scorching hot book with more tea. Honey, she got more tea than a Chinese phone book. Quit playing.
She said more tea than a Chinese phone book. What? What?
Hmm.
Yeah, so she's giving you some little background on this Nico Jenkins, and yes, he is a sociopath. He is he boy. He literally was in prison. How many years was he in prison, Shalonda? Like 15 or something like that.
I want to say it was like 10. I know it was at least like
10, like
10.
10 years. Then he literally got out, and less than 2 weeks later, he went on a killing spree. So they don't call him a serial killer. They call him a
Mm-mm.
spree killer because it all happened like back to back to back to back.
Like over a week.
Yep, and I think Shalonda, yeah, she's gonna have to come back in. Yep, it was like over a week. Hey, Colette, how you doing? I hope she get her audio together because I really do want to hear what she has to say about this new book that's coming out and some tea that she said she was gonna be dropping. So again, you guys, make sure you like, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, IG, TikTok, Snapchat, and we also have a website, thehoodtable.com. And if you want to ever send us an email or send us a recommendation on a story or a topic, or if you want to come on our show, feel free to hit us up on any of those platforms, or you can email us at thehoodtable@hotmail.com. Yes.
And just because we have a little break here, I'm going to promote myself a little bit and
I'm
put my
sorry.
website in
No,
there in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead and feel free to put your website in the chat. Can you hear us okay, Shalonda?
yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome. Great. So, Karma Diva gave us a little background on Nico Jenkins for the people who don't know who Nico Jenkins is or know the history. But basically, he was in prison for like 10 years, right? And then he had got out, and then he had did some spree murders, some spree killings over the course of like a little over a week, less than 2 weeks, something like that. So, anything you want to add to that? Hold on, hold on.
Um, he was just out wrecking havoc. He was just, and I didn't even know nothing about it until somebody had come up to me at the gas station and asked, had
Mm,
I talked to my husband, and I said no. I said why? He killed CB, and I said who's CB? And he said, she said Curtis Bradford. I was like, I'm cool with him. Like,
your
Mm.
sound
can
is
you
real bad. Your sound is real bad. Karma Diva, can you hear her?
It's
can you hear
it's
me?
breaking up.
It's easy.
Mm-hmm. It's breaking up. Do you have another device that you could try? A laptop, computer, another cell phone,
iPad or anything.
iPad, anything? Now she's froze.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
We gonna get it together. We gonna make it.
And Karma Diva is what do you call it? What do you call it, Karma Diva?
What?
When you try to promote yourself, or you just slide it in?
Uh-huh. I'm
Y'all,
sliding it in there. That's self-promotion.
she did a nasty old piece of self promotion in the middle of an interview. Y'all, only on the hood table. Only on the hood
Hey,
table.
look, I'm a broke mama on disability. I'm
Ooh,
this is
I'm a
my
broke
side
mama too,
hustle.
and my kids grown.
This is my side hustle. So I and not only that, I really do I believe in everybody being able to be, feel beautiful. Um and this is a really cheap way to do it. You can feel beautiful, and I just want to, spread that and then, the holidays are coming up. It's $5 jewelry. It's great um stocking stuffers.
Hmm. Let's see if we can hear her better now.
I switched phones, so hopefully.
Oh,
Yes.
you sound way better, baby.
And then she
Oh,
disappeared.
What?
Yeah.
We gonna get it
No, she
together,
didn't come in
darling.
as clear as day and then disappeared.
Right,
Child,
she was clear
the
as a
devil
bell when
is
she
a
came
lie.
in.
The devil
We,
is a lie.
I
okay,
swear the devil's a lie.
Boy, he ain't gonna
the
stop
devil
this
is a
interview.
liar.
Trying to work. I switched the phone though. I switched. I think it works better with
Oh yeah,
Android.
you
Yes,
sound so much
yes,
better.
Okay, good.
yes, yes. Also, so. Okay.
Oh, I
So,
figured out the word you're thinking of. Self promotion. That's what it is.
that ain't what it was called, but it's okay. But back to the interview. Back to the interview.
I'm
Okay,
so
Yeah.
so
sorry.
did you hear a little bit about what Carmel Diva had to say about Nico? Because I want people to up front know a little bit about him, the Nico that they might not know, which was he's Carmel Diva said he's been in and out of trouble ever since he was a child. He did go to prison for a long stint, like was it like 10 years?
10.
10 years? Okay. And then when he got out, how soon, or how long after he got out did he go on that spree? Was it like 2 weeks?
It was within a 10-day period.
10 days. 10 days. Okay. Carmel Diva was right.
Yeah,
Okay.
10-day period.
Okay, so I just wanted people to get a little background because a lot of people do know who he is. Matter of fact, today I was somewhere and I was saying, I got to rush home. I got to rush home. I got to interview. And they was like, what's it about? And I said, oh, you probably don't know the person. And it was a teenage boy who asked. And I said, do you know Nico Jenkins? He said, oh, yeah, I know his sisters. He started naming off the family members. I'm like, how you know Nico? You only a teenager? Like, okay. But anyway, yeah, he said he knows the family and all that. I was like, okay, all right. Well, anyway, but this is Shalonda Moore, which was is his ex-wife. She used to be married to him, and they were together for some time. And that was around the time when he did all these spree killings. So you did write a book along with somebody else. And we're basically here doing another interview because you're writing your own book this time.
Yes,
A book that you absolutely 100% stand behind because you don't stand behind the other book.
Right.
exactly.
So a lot of people are questioning, why are you writing another book so soon when this other book just came out that you were heavily promoting? And what's the deal with you and the co-author of that other book? So that's what we're here to discuss tonight. And anything else that might happen to come up that you want to discuss, we can discuss that too. So I'm gonna give you the floor, and me and Karma Diva will chime in. It is an interview, so it'll be back and forth, but we'll chime in with questions and things, throughout the interview. And again, everybody, please like, share, and support. Okay. And what's your Cash App, Shalonda?
Shalonda Moore 23.
Okay. I'm gonna put her Cash App in here. This is our guest. So y'all send her
And there's
some
like no
love.
hyphens or underscores, right?
Correct. It's not.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shalonda Moore 23. And that's CHALONDA MOOR2E23.
Yeah.
Okay. I almost messed up.
Lord
All
have
right. And
mercy.
then we got our other co-host who's about to jump on here. Miss Sislo. Welcome to the panel, Sislo. Beautiful love.
Hey
Thanks for
sis.
joining
Hello,
us.
hello, and
Sislo,
welcome.
I don't know if
This
you
is
met
Paul.
Miss Shalonda Moore last time. I don't remember if you was on the panel with us. I think it was just me and Karma Diva.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I
Sislo
was
is
moderating.
one of our other co-hosts. So but yeah, she'll be chiming in too if she feels the need because we gotta get
Yeah,
this, it's a lot of things we gotta talk about tonight and we gonna get all into it, okay?
Yeah.
So
I'm
I want
very
you to start off,
pleased to meet your
Shalonda.
acquaintance, young lady.
Yes. And I want Shalonda to start off. Basically, let us know why you felt the need to do another book
And
depicting
so
your
soon.
life growing up, your relationship, your marriage, your separation, your divorce, everything from Mr. Nico Jenkins.
I'll just give the whole full story. When I reached out to Mr. Abram, I had like I had about $14,000. And I asked him, I'm like, I met with him.
Okay,
I
now
was
who
like,
is Mr. Abram, baby? Who is that?
the co-author of Escaping the Devil's Nest,
Okay, okay.
married to a serial killer. I forgot about
Mhm.
that part. Um, I reached out to him and I asked him, like, hey, I see you got out of prison and I see that you've written 2 books. I was like, I really need help. I said, I have money. I said, I'll pay you to publish and edit my book, or, just give me the directions, whatever. So meeting with him at his office, um, his mind just started going in overdrive. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, oh gosh, and like when you talk to somebody, he got on the phone and started making phone calls and was like, yeah, the millions of views, like I got the ex-wife of Nico Jenkins. She want to write a book. Um, so moving forward, I had a bad vibe. I said, I'm not
Mhm.
going to him. I said, I have a bad vibe. I should have went with my first instinct. So I end up going through another publishing company, paying her $2,000. Um, I signed a contract with her. I signed a contract with her. Um, I'm not gonna
And
go
did
into
you have a
detail.
contract with him too, or just with her?
We'll get into that.
Uh-oh. Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Um, so when I paid her, at first I was fifth on the roster, but when I paid her, it basically bumped me up. So she was like, I have to work on somebody else's and I'll start working on yours in 2 weeks. Within this, she was like, I'm not going to release your book until God told me to release the book. And I was like, hold the hell up.
Mhm.
So I was like, my book was originally supposed to be coming out on my mother's birthday, rest in peace,
Mhm.
January 28th of this year. Um, I was like, you know what, never mind, just chalk that money up as a loss. So I reached out to him and I basically explained to him, like, you really didn't resonate with me because I'm basically telling my story about me escaping somebody who tried to kill me, and you wrote books about, I'm saying, what you did, and somebody basically it was the same thing. You wrote books about, how you try to attempt to kill your brother's abuser or whatever, and she climbed
Mhm.
out the ditch and she escaped it and she identified y'all. I explained that to him. I was wholehearted with him and I was like, it really means so much to me to write my book. I mean, to have my book published on my mom's birthday. And
Mhm.
he said, well, I don't see why it couldn't be written like that. Okay. So then I had went viral on TikTok that same day that I talked to him. I was like, let's get the ball rolling. So a couple of days after my birthday, he reached out to me and was like, a publisher, Simon and Schuster or something like that. They published Stephen
Mhm.
King's books. All of
Yeah.
this, all of this is basically on my TikTok. So I basically put. He was like, we need 90 days for them to promote it and market it, that type of stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. In this process, um, he wrote up a contract, and first the contract was okay. The first contract was fine. Um, hold on, I'm trying to go to it. He basically wanted 20%, and then I would get 80%. Moving
Mhm.
forward, he was talking about he was having meetings behind my back. I didn't like that. I didn't like that because I wanted to, what I'm saying, be involved in stuff.
Right.
So, and I told him, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about in these meetings.
Mhm.
I've
Wasn't
been
he talking to like trying to get you signed with like these kind of underground movie
with
produce
somebody
like
connected to Death
bootleg?
Row Records. Somebody connected to Death Row Records.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah. So hold on, I'm trying to go to the contract.
Are they still a thing?
They are. Snoop
I
just
don't
bought
know,
the
but I didn't
company.
want to.
Snoop just
I
bought the cup. Okay, okay, okay.
He just
I
bought the company
basically
earlier this year.
I basically asked him, like, I want my story to be on Netflix, Hulu, something major stream like that, Lifetime.
Mhm.
Um, I expressed that to him. So the first contract was basically him receiving 20%, like I said. I'm about
For
to
a
read.
manager, that's like a manager's fee or agent's fee. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just
Can I
like I
can
wanted
I
him
interject
to,
something really
I
quick,
technically
sweetie?
wanted him, huh?
I just wanted to interject something really quick. I know a lot of filmmakers here in the Detroit area, and to be perfectly honest with you, people sleep on Tubi, but to be
Oh,
perfectly
Tubi's
honest
a
with
good show.
you, Tubi is the best way for you to go to keep you make say for instance you might make 100,000 or something from Netflix, you might get 500 600,000 from Tubi. It's a better opportunity. These are from filmmakers that I know that are
Well,
Well,
lock
let
doing
me
the
see
me in
if
doggone
then.
y'all are
thing.
together.
Lock
And so
me in then.
Tubi is well known and you will get more of your money. So yeah, I just
Well,
wanted
since
to
when
interject
we
that.
finish with the interview, how about you two stay in chat? You know, when we finish and log off, you two can chat
Okay.
and exchange information because I think that
Okay.
will be very helpful for her.
I know a lot
And
of
I,
the filmmakers. You remember too, sis? Because I sold my car to one of them. You remember? I
Yeah.
sold my car, my hoopty, and they
Hmm.
used it in one of the movies. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
so I lied. It was 50%. It was this.
Woo!
I lied. Okay. I had to pull the contract up.
Hold up, 50%.
How the hell
I'm
he
about
get
to.
Your
re-
50%
I'm about to.
story.
Re-
and
I'm
he
about
ain't,
to. Re- I'm about to read this
but wait a
contract.
minute, he trying to get 50%. He ain't wrote 50% of nothing.
Okay, hold
Oh,
on. This is what the contracts say. It
mm,
says this is a binding contract between Rayshawn Abram and Shalonda Moore commenced on this 20th day of December in the year of 2022. Contract details shall include the following. Rayshawn will solely assume the role of publisher, manager, investor, and for the book Escaping the Devil's Nest. However, Rayshawn will not prevent other suitable publishers, managers, or investors from coming abroad as he's deemed fit to further assist in fulfilling the success of said title.
as he
Rayshawn
sees
Abram
fit.
will receive 50% of all income pertaining to the title and likeliness until investment is recovered in full. As Shalonda Arthur will receive 50% from that point forward, Rayshawn will receive 20% of all income pertaining is cut off to title hold on,
Mm-mm.
to title and its likeliness, and the author will receive 80%. In the events that story is sold, relinquishing rights to title and likeliness, Rashawn Abram will receive any remaining investment balance and remaining venue from sale will be divided 80% to Shalonda and 20% to Rashawn. Revenue generated from escaping the devil's nest and its likeliness will be directly distributed into everybody eats business account. And upon doing so, Shalonda Moore's portion will be immediately distributed to her personal account. Also, Shalonda will be permitted access to see data pertaining to title escaping the devil's nest and its likeliness to ensure that she is receiving fair split. That was the first contract. So
And how much was he? How much he said? Because he said he invested, and he said 50% until he got that back, and then 20% afterwards. Is that what he's saying?
Mm-hmm.
okay, so I'm gonna be very
But this
bluntly
was
honest.
on Amazon, right? The book was
Yeah,
on
that book
Amazon,
that's
right?
triple spaced in a paragraph a page. Yeah, that
But
book.
how much money do you put in a book from Amazon when they're doing all
I'm
the?
about to get I'm about to get into
Okay,
all
okay,
of
okay,
that. I'm
Mm.
about to get into all of that.
okay. I'm going on mute.
So so after I paid this lady, I paid my rent up all the way up until February. It was my son's birthday, helped get my baby some stuff, Christmas, whatever. So at this time, I'm broke. at this time. So moving forward, okay, what was the question? Hold on. Moving forward, okay, so I didn't expect to have to work or anything like that. Because my book was coming out, and like that was my backup plan. I tried to plan ahead. So like I said, then they paused it, and basically for the Simon and Schuster. All right. So I asked him, "Can you help me pay my rent? If I'm signing a contract with some, this is now that I know these things now, Um, I asked him, and he helped. He gave me $400 for my rent, and I put the rest. All right, moving forward. That's all he really invested. For the book for Amazon, it's free to publish a book on Amazon. Anybody can
Mm.
publish a book on Amazon. I'm learning all of this stuff now because of what I've been going through. And to be honest with you, it hurt my feelings that I'm even on here explaining this, because he also tried to shut me up about it too. Um, I gave him grace last time that we had this meeting. I talked to you about it, and I was like, I don't want to talk about it. I got respect for his sister. You know what I'm saying? So she came to me because I read these contracts to her, and she said he was wrong. That came from his sister's mouth. So
Mm.
she said, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him. So he got mad. Okay, so we moving forward. Okay, so I'm trying to piece this stuff together. So it was I'm not gonna even say her name. I was talking to my sister's friend, and she's real close with him. And I was like, like I'm expressing some of my concerns, and I'm like, how do you think I should handle this? Whatever, whatever. And so moving forward, she was giving me some advice, but she also was like, um, I feel like in a sense he was telling her to say certain stuff to me to make me, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
Because she was like, um, Nico has been the star of the show for the last 10 years. I've been in this man's shadow. I've been, looked at like we're one. So this is my time. This is my time to tell my story, to tell where I come from, who I am, and how I am. This is my time.
Mhm.
So she
Mhm.
was like, shit, I will be doing videos in prison. If you gotta use Nico, if Nico gotta be the star of the show just to get your foot in the door, then use it. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So he had went out of town for a play or whatever, but before he did, that's when he had told me about doing a documentary with somebody connected to death row, as well as we was on three-way, we was on a conference call, I want to say with the same man he was doing the play with. So we was on a conference call and set up a website. That website went straight to the ground, like straight to the ground. Everything that was supposed to be invested in, everything that was supposed to be, it didn't work out. So moving forward, I end up getting in trouble. I end up catching a charge. I'm on probation for right now. May 5th, and I wanted to bond out. I had the money. I told my sister, I said, come get me. Come get me. I got the money at home. Come get me. Um, so he put 350 towards my rent, and I paid him back the next day. So he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be coming back by. So like one thing about him that I witnessed for myself is he's very good with his words. That's the only positive thing that I'm gonna say. He's very good with his words. So like he came in, hurried up and rushed down this second contract. At this time, this is like May. Okay, this is like May. Let me back up. He called me he called me March, the end of March. And he was like, yeah, the person, the Simon and Schuster guy, it didn't work out. He don't never answer the phone, like we just not gonna go with him type stuff. So I'm like, all right. He was like, so I'm gonna start writing you a book. So keep in mind. So he started on my book in April. Like, you know what I'm saying? Started putting more work into in April. So when I had paid him the money back for bonding me out or whatever,
Mhm.
um, he had came over like a couple of days after that, and he's like, you need to make a video, and he wrote some stuff down. It didn't resonate with me, and I told him that, like, after I looked at it, it didn't resonate with me because I felt like I was coming out as a messy wife, a messy ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't believe his sexual fantasies. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is
Like you
not.
just mad, you mad, and you trying to get him back or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't like that. I didn't like that because I gained 18,000 followers and 1 million views on my stuff for me speaking
Mm,
from my heart, me being genuine, me wanting to help heal. This is something that is a dream for me. Like, this is a dream for me. And
yeah.
this man snatched that dream, or tried to, because he ain't stopping. One monkey don't stop no show with me.
Now,
Uh,
okay,
uh,
you said he came down with a second contract. Why did
I,
you
I,
need a second one if you had a first one already?
okay, so I'll be honest with you, because me writing my book now, me writing my book, and this book is so much it's way better because I'm actually putting all the edits in that he never put in my book.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot more. I'm in the front of a screen. So now I could be able to, you know what I'm saying? I'm healing. I'm going back through stuff. I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I forgot to put this. It's so therapeutic for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wasn't really caring if my book was a memoir, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't. But
Mm-hmm.
so when I handed it to him, it was 91 pages. 91 pages, which he basically made it seem like he added. It went from it went from 91 pages to 420 pages. But if
What?
you see the book, hold on,
Four
where's this
hundred
book
and
at?
twenty damn pages out of 91.
Hold on.
Man, he double, triple, quadruple space. What
Look, that
happened?
math ain't look, that math ain't mathing for me right now. I'm confused.
Hold on. Hold
Shit.
on. This book,
She said, I'm in confusion.
I am confused right now.
this book is spaced completely out.
Mm.
This should be one
Like he
paragraph.
writing for a first grader. That look like some of them books he read in first grade.
Oh, pause. Now let me go back to this. He also had, this ain't in my contract. And he like, oh yeah, you should call some schools for me. I'm like, oh yeah, my book would be good, like, and I could go talk at the College of St. Mary's. Ain't that what it's called? So I'm like, I'm thinking it's for me. This man got me promoting somebody else's book.
Uh-uh.
The same girl's her daughter book got me promoting this book, not knowing that my book is about to come out within a week. Not even knowing that.
Mm-mm. So why the
Okay.
hell would you be promoting hers instead of yours if yours finna come out?
I don't know. I didn't even know. Now we about to get into it. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so like I said, he comes over, he writes this stuff down that didn't resonate with me, right? So when he's walking out my door, he's like, huh, you never know, your book might come out tomorrow, making a joke about it. I didn't know that man was serious. Didn't know that man was serious. I wake up, I wake up, something told me to get on Facebook. I don't know what it was. I didn't brush my teeth. I didn't nothing. Something
Mm-mm.
said get on Facebook. The first post that I seen, this book is out. So I'm dumbfounded because I'm like,
You didn't
I
have a
don't got
chance
no
to promote it.
notifications. I don't got a call. I don't got a text message. Like, he stole my whole damn moment. You know what I'm saying? And I told him that. And he was like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. He was like, once I got notification that the book got out, my mind just went into overdrive. He
So
was
did
like,
you
I
get a
did.
chance to read it cover to cover?
To me,
Yeah,
Yeah.
before it got out.
the email that the email that he sent me of the copy of the book, I feel like it's a different version of what he put on Amazon. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't read this whole book. I stopped at like page 20. Pissed me off that damn much. I ain't read
Oh
this book.
wow.
I didn't read
Mm.
this book. I was like, I was talking to my sister, and I'm like, dude, this is not what I said. Like, like, it just wasn't right.
Mm.
It wasn't a right fit for me. So okay, so the book came out
So
May
so
9th.
it's like, was he like using fillers just to make the book?
Like, he was putting his
Longer.
own little, like, he would say like certain stuff, like, I
Was he
remember
putting it in
in
like third person, or was he talking
No,
like
it
he
was
was
more. It
there?
was like she was talking. It was like she was. It was her story, but it's actually not exactly what you might have said to put in the book.
yeah,
Mm.
or like some things. I remember. Okay, so I was in one foster home, and I was like, she set all of our therapy appointments around the same time to make it more convenient. He made it seem like the damn foster parent needed therapy too.
Mm.
I didn't say that. Like it's just
But
certain
you know
things that
what?
I have to go back and clarify. You know what I'm saying?
So it
Um,
was. It was. Would you call it like how some movies are, how they kind of exaggerate a story to make it more
yeah,
entertaining? Was it a
yeah.
lot of
That's
that? You
that's
think?
yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Mm.
So now let me pause. On May 5th, he wrote up
Sislo,
another
I'm gonna mute
contract.
you. Sislo, could you mute? Because you got some feedback.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, it's like root, 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 like you
I
underwater.
heard that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to make a quick comment since I got it here. Do you think that by him messing up like he did and exaggerating, that just makes it better for the story that you actually want to tell?
Yeah, because I'm clarifying everything. I'm clarifying everything. I'm putting more detail into the relationship with me and Nico. I'm recalling everything. I'm basically saying, like basically how Nico always projected, like he gave his self-diagnosis and stuff like that. Um, and how he treated me more. I talk about the females a little bit better. Um,
Well, I
I'm
think what
almost
she's saying is, do you think that what the author, Rashawn, what he added to the first book, did it make the story better or more entertaining? I think that's what she's asking.
I think, but
No,
see, but
no,
I
I
no,
think
no,
didn't
what
no.
she's
finish the
saying
book.
is by him adding, ad libbing and putting up this other stuff, it makes her book even better because she's there to
Yes,
dispute what he said and to
right.
correct
She
it.
gets to give the unadulterated or the unaltered
Mm-hmm.
raw
Mm-hmm.
version
Right,
of what
right.
actually happened. It's almost
The
like,
in first person instead of saying, "Oh,
right,
well, she said," and she can is in her voice, her
right.
words. I was gonna say as a title, I will put my words, my story.
Sislo,
Period.
could you
Yeah.
mute when you're not
Okay,
talking,
you.
Sislo?
The new book
I'm
cover,
sorry.
the new book cover. I don't even. I'm not afraid to say like what I'm doing and who if I'm dealing with somebody because I don't want just in case he do watch this. I hope he do. I don't care. Um,
Mhm. We
Mine's
don't
is
either,
from the
boo.
prison to the palace, huh?
Oh, she said we don't care if he watching it.
We don't
Right.
care. I don't care. I don't care. I feel like my version is gonna be way better. It comes from my heart. It comes from my time. It comes from me crying. Sometimes I have to step back. I hope I answered that right.
I think you did.
Okay. So let me get into the second contract. Let me get into the second contract.
Yes.
May 5th is when this contract. One thing about him, like he talks, like he's a good talker. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I could be naive. I can, but once I catch the bullshit, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people play in my face. All right. So this is the second contract. This is a binding contract between Rayshawn Abrams / Everybody Eat Publishing and Shalonda Moore to commence on 5th day of May in the year 2023. Contract details shall include the following. Rayshawn will solely assume the role of publisher, manager, investor, and editor, as well as co-author for the book titled Escaping the Devil's Nest. I'm going to pause right there.
What the
This
hell he got
says
to co-author?
huh?
I said, how can he co-author anything? He wasn't there.
But because he felt like because he extended the book from 91 pages to 420 pages, I mean, this
Nobody asked him to do that.
For what is it?
Tell him I said stay in your damn lane.
I don't tell him nothing because I don't talk to him. He's blocked. I just blocked him this weekend. We're gonna get into that too.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, somebody got a question in chat, Shalonda, which is a question for me too. How did we get? I don't know if we missed that part, but how did we get to a second contract? Like, what happened? What did the first one void, or what happened?
we get to a second contract because okay, we get to a second contract because he feels like he put, he extended this book from 91 pages to 420. I wouldn't care if my book would have been a memoir. Do you not understand? You know what I'm saying? So this is giving him more ideas. And another thing that I would like to add, it was never when I talked to him about like certain things, it wasn't like we would talk about it like right then and there. Like it seemed to me that he would be going back to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this is a second contract. He comes to my house, he runs it down, and I'm like, okay, I'm thinking it's right. I'm thinking it's right, but we're gonna get into that. Rashawn Abram will solely assume the role. Okay, we got to that. Um, I wouldn't have signed that contract had I known that he added married to a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have signed it. So
True.
I mean, it's a flaw in this contract, anyways, because this is not what I signed. This is not you know what I'm saying? This is not it. You added on to it. But I guess he could do that because he was Carl Arthur. Okay. Um, Rayshawn will receive exclusive rights to this story and
Oh,
receive 60% of all income pertaining to its title and likeliness. And Shalonda will receive 40%. Uh,
how
yeah,
we gonna get
percentages.
more for your story?
Wow, it went from 20. Okay, go
To
ahead. Go ahead.
50 to 60. How you gonna get? But I'm just saying, how does he figure that he is owed 60%
I've been living
of
in a delusion for
of
months.
your story?
I've been living in a delusion. I feel like okay, so we'll get into the text messages here. Okay, after I get off of this. Um it's been messed up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like this man is abusing me mentally, emotionally, and financially. Let's just be
Mm-hmm.
honest. I also was mad about the pricings of the book because you charge $45 for a hard copy. I feel like this is about greed. This is about money. This is about
Mm-hmm.
and he
Mm-hmm.
has money. You know what I'm saying? But he thought that he was gonna get rich off of me.
Mm-hmm.
He specifically said, like, oh, well, I was trying to get paid. Basically, I can't say verbatim, but he was basically like, I wanted to get paid for the rest of my life type stuff. Like
He
that type
wanted
of
that
stuff.
residual money.
Yeah. So let me read the rest of this contract. Rashawn reserved the rights to sell a percentage of project to a bigger publisher, a more prominent manager, or any other entity that he believes can further the success of the story. Revenue generated from said story and its likeliness will be directly distributed into Rayshawn Abrams' account. And upon the first of every month, Shalonda Moore portion, sorry, I'm looking at my son. Um, where am I at? Sorry, will be immediately distributed to her. Also, Shalonda Moore will be permitted access to see all data pertaining to the story and its likeliness to ensure that she is receiving her fair split. Shalonda will be required to attend meetings, interviews, and other and any events to help market and advertise the story. Well, you could say I'm doing the last part of that, doing interviews, because of this now. So what really started giving me red flags for this man was okay. So when the book came out, I don't believe that he sent me book sales. He probably did. I'm not too sure about that. But I received $38
Uh-uh.
cash app. I cannot
Uh-uh.
make this up. I can go to the cash
How
apps
many
right
books
now.
did you sell?
Hold on. As a matter of fact, I am. He said I sell something like 91 books or something like that.
And you got $37.
$38.
I'm sorry, a whole $38 out
Hold
of
on.
91 books.
Let
I
me.
te- I
How
would
does
buy the
that
90.
work out? That's not even 50. That's not even 60. That's like you got 1%.
Look, I will buy the 40. I mean, I buy the 92nd book and go slapping with it.
Hold on. I'm trying to. Okay, hold on. I gotta go all the way back.
What?
Look, this is how I was getting.
Mm-hmm.
It says $5. It says for a book sale, and then on top of that, he bought like 320 books. You know what I'm saying? Got them shipped. So who knows if you was selling them and not even saying nothing to me, and you just was pocketing the
Mm-hmm.
money. You feel what I'm saying? That
Selling them
was
out of his trunk. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
Excuse
because if
me.
they're not being sold
Hold on.
directly
I'm
offline.
lying. I'm lying, y'all. I'm lying. Hold on. Plus $30. I got $30 for May
Mm.
royalty minus 6 for expenses.
What? What
And that was
expenses?
91 books sold. So where's the rest of
Y'all
the books
see
if
that?
he
Y'all
bought
see
300?
his name?
Yeah. And he said he has all rights to even sell your story.
Mm-mm.
I don't see how that.
But see, this
How
is
can
the thing
somebody just
about it is,
sell your story? This book is all about you. Shouldn't
Did
why
you have
I'm
somebody?
child?
Okay, I
so
need to
I'm
know,
not a
baby. Did you
lawyer
have
or
somebody
anything,
read over
but
that before you signed it?
I tried to. They were busy.
oh,
They were
I would have
busy.
found me somebody, even if you
this
had to
is
go to
why people got to get
legal
an
aid.
attorney, a legal aid.
Yeah.
So so
Child.
then, something just didn't sit right with me. I'm like, no, like everything that I paid this lady $2,000. Now this is where shit get juicy. So I called Laverne.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Laverne, this is how me and his sister end up talking. You know what I'm saying? I called Laverne. I'm like, this contract, something ain't right. Something is not right. I sent the contract to Laverne. Laverne was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Mad, hot. So I guess his sister went and told him that I was talking to Laverne. We was all on three-way, whatever, whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna also say this. I was already under another contract with a man in Colorado as well. I'm still under that contract if I really wanted to be honest with you. And he tried to get me out of that contract. He did because he couldn't really do what he did. But I am under a 5-year contract with this man where I was going to be my own director of this documentary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and Rayshawn really couldn't touch it. But I'm like, oh, well, he said I don't have to. I don't have to do the contract because, I just, he was telling me, him and this man, we was on the phone. Him and this man was telling me exactly what to say to this man. You feel what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So then, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to do an interview with you. And the sister called me and was like, can you, he out of town, can you please, just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing about him. Wait till he get back to talk to him, whatever, whatever. I said, okay, cool. I respect her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect her. She also was like, because I don't do the messy. She was like, because I like to fight. Well, guess what? I got a pole in my leg and my whole thing, and I done broke 2 of my hips. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm gonna send your ass up the road. You can fight some damn charges.
And Count Amaru said, total reconstruction or have a lawyer get this contract null and void based off the evidence you have, calls, text, contract, paperwork, etc.
Okay. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. So So now, every time I try to communicate with him, so then he was like, he said, you come up with how much you think that you should give me. I said, well, I paid a whole professional $2,000 to set up a to set up a website, a logo, to edit and publish my book and to do a photo shoot. $2,000. You have not done nothing. Nothing. The only thing that you have done is write this second graders, this kindergarten book. That's the only thing that even came to fruition.
And I'd have
You know what I'm saying?
told him, and nobody asked you to do that.
So now we texting. Hold on. I done pulled out the old phone. I made sure to charge this thing up.
Mm.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. I'm just
Oh, it's
listening to that
okay.
thunder. You
I
hear that
know
thunder?
we
I
under
heard that.
we under a tornado watch, y'all.
Oh, are we?
So
Yep.
So in order for I had two books. All right. So when I was working at McDonald's, my old manager Shelby, he do everybody when all the celebrities come. He was like, Lotto coming. And I'm like, for real, I was like, give her one of these books. You know what I'm saying? So um I end up not giving him the book. So the book that you had asked me for, oh hell. The book that you had asked me for, that was how I got that book. So this is I said I need a paperback. My leasing of oh no, excuse me, I'm lying. My leasing office wanted a book. He said, aren't you happy with your contract or something? Still talking down to the Laverne chick. He's obsessed with Laverne. It's weird as hell. He always mentioned Laverne. And I'm gonna get to why that. So he says, still talking down to the Laverne chick about me. I don't have time for any bad energy situation. So I was thinking we could go ahead and come up with a solution to end the contract and you could do your book thing yourself. So for now, I think we should just put an end to put, hold on, to just put everything on pause till we could get the contract canceled. I said, yeah, I'm not happy with this contract. So does that mean you're going to take it off Amazon? I could fix it and do it under
Mhm.
mines. Do it under mines. I don't want bad energy as well. He said, yes, all I want is the money owed to me and to be compensated for the months of spending. He's making it seem like he's been, ooh, can you see me? Okay. Like he's making it seem like he was working on my book day in and day out. I know where you was at. I know the damn book. I wrote the damn book. So whenever he used to call me, I knew how far along you was on my book. I knew how, you know what I'm saying? I already knew that. So he said, compensated for months of spending daily hours in front of my laptop. Then you can have the original version of your book and be free from the contract. I'm going to cancel the documentary also. I said, I get what you're saying, and that's expected. In a sense, I'll be paying you for editing my book. So shouldn't I be able to keep it since I'm paying for what you did? And how much? Because if that's the case, I'll be paying for nothing. He said, no, to keep all the work I did is worth what the contract says. If you want to be free from the contract, which I want to be free from also at this point, then I need some kind of compensation for all them days and hours of sitting in front of that laptop when I could have been doing other things. I'm not trying to make anything far fetched, though. I'll be reasonable, but I definitely need my time compensated for so that I didn't just waste my time. If you want my version, my chapter titles, editing, my revising, and all my wording and sentences changes and everything, the best bet would be sign a contract with someone who has sufficient funds to pay me to keep all of that without receiving any funds up front. My version is worth what that contract says. Now, to meet you in the middle, I'll cancel the contract, but I want compensation for my quote unquote time. Being compensated for my time will get you freed from contract and get you original version back. Now it's all about what's fair for both sides. I said, what is it? And what does that include? If I could remember straight, there was a couple of months, 90 days to be exact, there wasn't anything going with my book because of a publishing company. Again, a meeting I didn't know anything about until after it was done, then ready. Then you really started the ball in April.
because they were bullshitting. Go ahead and tell me how much, please. I already know you about to make this hard. He said, while you talking, I was actually going to let you make the proposition. I also, hold on. He said, I ain't trying to make it hard. I want this headache off my plate. Hold on. I want this headache off my plate. Where did I just go? And there was never a period where nothing was being done. I began in December and January. Then I'm going to keep it all the way solid with you. In February, when there was a company that had interest, I slowed down because they said they would need 90 days to advertise. When I felt they were on BS, into March, I picked the pace back up. But I'm so ready to be done with it. You could say I took the entire February and March off. So say I worked December, January, April, and May. You know how many days I would be calling you at one time, then turn around and still be calling you hours later to understand whatever was being said. I was working all them hours. Some days I was even calling you in the morning and at night. Like I said, I ain't even trying to make it hard though. I just want you to realize the actual time and energy I put into this thing. If I didn't have your best interest, if I didn't have your best interest, I would never paid your rent. You didn't pay my whole rent. You gave me majority of it. Thank you. Um, for you when you was down, but you let somebody inside your head. So let's just
Oh,
go ahead with the route we taking. You present a number that's respectable and I'll accept it. Put everything in writing to release you. I said, I get the whole first part of your paragraph. And no, I didn't let no one get in my head. I started thinking this wasn't organized for starters. It should have been a set date to release the book. We should have been promoting the book, then it would have been better sales. Secondly, I'm putting my book in category of healing and things like that. I want my stuff to be in the hands of Netflix and things like that. And it will be. Thirdly, the main thing that I had a problem with for starters was the book prices. That's an arm and a leg for everybody was complaining about those prices. Second part today, the second contract was full of shit. For you to even think that you should get half on a movie or whatever the case may have been, like you live my life. You deserve the same amount as me. I'm not the person who live hold on. I'm the person who lived the life make sense. But you are right. I do want to get released from this. So tell me a price because I don't know what. Hold on. Let me not send a heart. Don't let me not react to this message. Oh,
mm-mm. See,
so
because to
Please
me,
don't
he
push
sound
no buttons.
to me he sound like he pissed off because you done got hip to what he trying to do,
Mhm.
and he defensive. That's why, and he's mad because you figured out his game and didn't fall for the okie doke. That's what it's.
Right.
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
And
so
even
there
though still most people when they sign in contracts, if the person who is not actually the person either acting or that the book is about or the athlete or whatever, whatever, they don't get a bigger percentage unless they putting in, I mean, thousands of millions of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Amazon printed the book, they created it's not like you made the books at home or you made your own book covers or you made your own pages or you I mean and the book was basically yours. You had 91 pages of it and that's what you wanted to be printed, right? And then he added like 300 more pages to it.
it was like I'm telling y'all what I know, and I like I said, his family has money. So, but my thing about it is he thought he's gonna get rich off of me. That's what it
Mm,
was. I don't care. I'm gonna start listening to my intuition because I didn't listen to my intuition
yes,
and not work with
yes.
him. So that's what my soul is telling me. I'm mad because, and I told you this on Saturday when we talked. I just deleted. I accidentally because when I blocked him on Saturday,
Let me
I
just say
accidentally
this, y'all. Let me just say this. We are under a tornado watch. It is raining cats and dogs. It's thunder and
Mhm.
lightning. So if this broadcast kicks us out of here or the power goes out or anything,
That's what happened.
we'll come back maybe tomorrow or the next day. But I'm just giving y'all a warning right now because it's doing the most outside. Okay.
Right.
So I'm just letting everybody know, including the people watching. Okay, but go ahead. Go ahead, babe.
so just to sum it up, I was like, I hit him up last month. Keep in mind, I have not talked to this man. I have not talked to this man over the phone. It's straight text messages because I don't even want to talk to you. My feelings is hurt because I believed in you. You know what I'm saying? I had faith in you. And it's sad to say it like this. God gave that man a second chance at life, at freedom. You were buried under the fucking jail cell. You were sentenced to
Mhm.
130 years. And by the grace
Woo.
And
of
he was
God,
in there with Nico, right? Yeah,
they
with
were
Nico.
roommates.
Oh,
They
they
Oh.
were
were
roommates.
roommates. Oh,
Oh.
So yeah, I'm not gonna shut up. Um,
did
they were
Nico know that
roommates.
he was? Did Nico know he was doing a book with you?
I don't know. I don't talk to Nico.
I
He was
mean,
probably, but I think he might have been out um when
This
she
was
started.
They were roommates back in 2010 or 11.
oh, okay,
Oh,
okay, okay, okay,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So a
So
long time ago. Okay, never mind, never
so
mind.
God gave you a chance, a second chance, and you still out here doing fucked up shit. I'm a karmic sign. One thing for sure, two things for certain. If I come into anything with an open soul and a, you know what I'm saying, pureness, these tears is gonna get you karma. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Anybody who's
Mhm.
done anything messed up to me, they always get bad karma. Always. It hurts my feelings more because you're trying to stop me from healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my dream. I bet it's always been underrated and stuff like that. This is my dream to finally bye, Papa. Go get your Takis and go and back in the room, baby. I love you.
But I just want to tell you, baby girl, don't get mad at at stuff like
Um,
this. This is, and I tell my kids, and I tell other people all the time. This is everything that happens in life, good or bad, is a lesson, and we have to find the lesson in whatever we went through because that's how we learn. And that's how we learn, okay, well, I ain't, this is how he doing business. Well, I know from now on to read it before I sign anything. Let me go have somebody look over it before I touch this. It's a lesson.
It
It's
is
a
a
lesson.
lesson. It's a lesson because when God don't got his hand on a certain situation, it ain't gonna prosper. It's not
Mhm.
gonna prosper at all. You know what I'm saying? If a person got messed up intention with a person who's peer, it didn't
Mhm.
prosper. Look at it. It didn't prosper. If you
Mhm.
he still got the book on Amazon. It's not supported by Kindle or whatever.
And I was gonna ask you, like, how many books? Do you know how many books have sold? Because the book been out for how long?
Since May.
Mm.
I
About
don't
6
think the book is getting anything because he's he took the option of having Kindle. You know what I'm saying? You charging $45 and $30. What?
When
You know
you
what I'm
told
saying?
me the paperback was 30, I was like, "Come on now, you're a new
Like she
author,"
hit
and
me up.
I'm
She
not,
said,
I'm
"When
not
have you
hating
heard of
on
a
the book.
paperback getting that much?"
I'm
I
not
was like,
hating
"I've
on the
never
book.
heard."
I'm not hating on the book, but it's kind of like a biography. You're a new author. A lot of people are not familiar with you. It's a
Mhm.
paperback. It's your first book, and he's starting off right away at $30 for a paperback and 45. Like there are authors who have been out there for years with 100 books under them,
And they
and
books ain't
they
even that
ain't
much.
charging those prices. They're not
Right.
charging those prices. So that's what kind of struck me as odd when I first found out how much it was, and I was like, And then you did hear feedback. A lot of people was like,
Yeah,
people were even telling me I would buy the book, but I ain't
it's
paying
too
$30.
expensive. Too expensive.
That's what people were
Especially
telling
in the
me.
world today, how people are struggling to pay their bills and people want to pay a damn bill and sit down and read a good book. That
Right.
costs $20. 19.99. You know?
Yeah,
So it was
most books are around 19, $20 on Amazon.
Right.
Or
so it
less.
was
Or less.
so just I'm gonna just close it up because I'm gonna just close the whole situation up. Um, so I hit him up like last month, like, hey, I done had some family issues, whatever. Um, I'm gonna pay you next month, which is this month. I'm gonna pay you on the 15th. He done tried to, so you could publish your book with Laverne. I called Laverne. I said, "What's going on? Why?" I swear to God, I wish
He
I could.
thinks that he really thinks you're doing this with Laverne. When in fact
Yeah,
you're doing it solo,
I'm
though.
doing this by myself. I'm doing this by myself, talking to producers and stuff like that. I talked to a woman that had a $10 million budget on my book, on my movie, a whole movie that want to be in the box office.
Mm.
My name speaks for itself. Period. I don't.
But even if you was doing it with Laverne, what
When is
business
that
is
his
it that
business?
his?
So I asked Laverne. I said, why do he keep mentioning it? Didn't make sense to me. Why do you keep mentioning? Why do he keep mentioning your name? Like, what have you done to this man? She
Mhm.
said, well, when his book came out, he reached out to her, asked her to publish. You know what I'm saying? Help promote his book, and she told him no.
Mhm.
So,
Mm.
so you know what I'm saying? So she was like, I want to say something so bad. I was like, please don't say nothing because I'm trying to get out this contract. Please don't say nothing. She said, okay, cool. So
Mhm.
I kind of feel like he's been slyly antagonizing me so I could flip the fuck out on his ass. And that's what he got on Saturday. I swear that's what he got. And I'm like, and so on Saturday, keep in mind, it's through text message. So you, you're coming for me. You're coming for me because he sent a question mark. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I had drunk the night before. I said, I'll be seeing you next week. Okay, so we finally from the prices, he was gonna charge me $5,000, $5,000 for this damn book. Then he went for
Mm-mm.
$5,000. I said your work ain't that damn. Your work is not worth $5,000. So then he goes from $5,000 to 3,500.
The
I
book
stopped
ain't
texting him
even
at this
made that
time.
much money. The book ain't even made that much money unless you just don't
He
know.
pocketed it like we said he did.
So then he went all the way. I stopped texting him because you pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is out of control. Why the fuck are you trying to hold on to my damn story? Like, be a businessman. How these other people, if I said I didn't want to work with them, they bowed out gracefully. This is nothing of the, you know where I'm going in my life. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with my life. Is money attached to it? Yeah. So you know I'm gonna be very well off. And that's why you keep holding on to it. He's an
Mhm.
egotistic person. Just let your pride go and come on now, because now I'm gonna use a platform to tell people to still not promote this book. As long as I'm in a contract with you, I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna speak on it because what sense do that make? You know what I'm saying? For me to be talking about somebody abusing me and stuff like that, and you doing the same damn thing. You 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 done. You know what I'm saying? You doing the same thing, and I gotta heal from you. But like I said, one monkey don't stop no show, and I don't care. I don't got when it come down to it. When I feel betrayed, or when I know that you done got over on me or something like that,
You
I'm
could have
really
used.
defiant. You could take me to court. That judge could tell me, oh, you got to, I'm not paying that man a motherfucking dollar. He better come get this $800 and let well enough alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, for
Yeah.
real,
Mhm.
I'm not paying you nothing. I go, listen, if I make $4 million, I kid you not. When I make $4 million, I kid you not. You could take me to court. Guess what? That judge could send me to straight up the road. I'm gonna do my time real good. I'm gonna get out, and I'm still gonna have that money because I ain't giving you shit.
Yeah, bug juice and
Talking about
manipulation.
some talking about some fuck that contract and fuck you, bitch. Make your move. Oh, I'm gonna make
Oh,
it, boo. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what he said
but
this
you know
weekend.
what? I'm glad you got all of that in text message, baby. You got it in text message. So that's evidence against his dumb
I
ass.
didn't think he was gonna say 5,000. Like, how much? Like the book, out of even what the book sold, he gave you a good 30. And even if you sold 90 books and he sold them for 30 for all paperbacks,
It still don't even out to that.
it
So
don't even nowhere out to you only getting $30.
mm-mm.
Manipulation. You right. Peer manipulate. He's a finesser. He's a sweet. He not sweet talker, but he's a slick
He-
talker. You
He's
know
a
what I'm saying?
swindler. He's a
Swindler,
swindler.
something, because this is not right. This is not right. I finally, I'm finally brave enough, and I have the courage enough to tell my story. In your ego, you know what I'm saying? Like, you mad because I'm not happy? That's a part of me now. I'm speaking up when I'm not happy about something.
Right.
And I have every right to. I'm worthy of that.
I was gonna say, as you should. As you should.
Yeah, because to me, and like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I never wrote a book or anything like that. But to me, I just, regardless of what the percentage is that y'all agree to, you should be as you're basically like his client, basically.
Yeah.
Basically. And as a client, you are supposed to be involved in everything, every step of the way. And a lot of things that you told me sound like he just went out doing stuff on his own and then
Yeah.
coming back telling you about it. Like,
And look, he doing it
me,
on his own,
you
but he
all should
not
be
bringing her any proof
meetings.
back.
Yeah, like
He ain't
meetings or
bringing no
anything.
paperwork back or a tape from the meeting, nothing.
Right,
So
like
he
did you
just kept
record
passing her. He
anything? Did you take notes? Do you have somebody taking notes?
no,
What's
he
the
just
names of
passing
all the
her.
people
Look,
that you
he just
spoke to?
passing
What's
her
the
what he
phone
thinks
numbers of
she
all the
should know.
people?
He
Like you
passing
should
her
know
what he
everything.
thinks she should know. That's what it is.
Yeah, you should know absolutely everything. And then how he created the Amazon, um,
Amazon
created
is
the
free to
Amazon.
publish a book.
Right,
Yeah, but
right.
I mean,
Yeah,
you said he did it behind your back the next day.
yeah. You didn't even know the book was coming out. And I really wish, I know you don't want to read it, but I really wish you would have, or I'm not telling you to now, but I wish you would have in the past read the book because then you can
This book
like
is about to go into
enlighten
the
people
trash after
on what
today.
parts are not really. I mean, like,
I don't want that man energy in my house.
I,
It's going into to the
I
trash.
get it. I
In the
get it.
tornado,
I,
I'm going outside. It's going in the trash today.
oh, with
Because
the tornado?
in the tornado, it's gonna storm
Lord,
Oh,
today. I
oh,
hope lightning strike this damn book.
that shit gonna end up in
mm,
Kansas.
Lord have mercy.
No, I mean I'm just saying because then like you could like because okay, this is what I'm getting. You wrote what you wanted to be in the book. You asked him to help or he offered or whatever. Y'all came to terms that he was gonna help you publish this book. But from what it just seems like, it's like you did 1/4 of the book seems like it's really about you from your mind and everything else like he kind of manufactured or I'm not saying they're lies or I'm not saying that but it's just not all you, it's just not all you. And as somebody who helps you co-publish a book, every single thing, every paragraph, every sentence you guys should like agree on everything.
And like I said, I also feel like I was content with what he had sent me, the email that he had sent me.
What did bro say for 5K be reconstructed in some cases like catch it? Okay, all right, bro.
What did he say? I didn't even
Him
get to
and
see it.
don't pay him no attention.
But he just being bro tonight.
He just being bro.
Oh, okay. I get
Okay.
it. I get it.
Man trying to be messy. But no, go ahead, Shalonda.
Like I said, like I just was like I didn't. I don't know. I'm just like I said. I mean, y'all gonna be seeing me in the courtroom, shit like that, because he's gonna now, bitch, make your move. You know what I'm saying? Like I already done talked to the pub. You do. You do. You do. And when it makes me excited. Like when I say it makes me excited when I'm writing this book or when I'm talking to producers in California, New York, And one of them was like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to send this to my friend, my one of his colleagues." He was like, "I'm gonna get back to you." He said, "As a matter of fact, when you get out that contract with him, hit me up. I'm gonna
Mm.
just hit him up and be like, I mean, what's her name, Sislo?
Siplo. Uh-huh.
We gonna tap into each other. It makes me so excited because
He
I'm
trying
like,
to have
God
him
is
buy you
showing
out
me that
though,
I
like
should have did
Suge
this
Knight.
by myself, huh?
He trying to have him buy you out like Suge Knight, like
Right. I was sitting here thinking that, like, can they just buy the contract out?
I mean, right now, he said, "Fuck me, fuck signing that contract." Oh, pause. Pause, 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 pause. So on Saturday, now this is not about money. If this is not about, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So when I was like, so the second text message that I had sent to him, I'm like, "Hey, I cannot make," and I got my computer right here. "I cannot make this up. I just read y'all that second contract, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Boom.
So wait a minute. So technically, you still just under the first contract. You're not under the second one.
I can't be because if you look at it said escaping the devil's nest, smash slash married to a serial killer. That's not in that contract.
But
That's
see,
not in
I'm
that
saying
contract. He
if
was
you
being
didn't sign
sneaky.
you didn't sign that second contract,
I
right?
did.
Oh, you did.
I did. So listen, I cannot make this up. I rewrote this whole contract. I rewrote the whole contract word
Mhm.
from word. So it will not be no loopholes, no nothing. The only thing it says is relinquishing all copyrights. Everything that he said, I'm relinquishing this. Right? So this is what made me go left. He started sending paragraphs. I shut down. Like, and I was very disrespectful to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is some delusional stuff. This is some vindictive stuff. This is not how a businessman conducts himself. It's some type of hidden emotion, hidden agenda. It's something because if I sat there and took the time out to write the same contract, but it's relinquishing all your stuff and you saying I ain't signing shit, bitch, fuck you, and make your move.
Oh,
but this is my thing. He had you sign two contracts of what he thought was right, but now you just want him to sign a contract basically saying, I agree that we are going to separate this stuff is gonna be null and void and whatever. But he don't want to sign that.
look, he don't want to sign it because
He's
he
trying to
know this is a story worthy of a movie, and he know
If it's
somebody is
done
about to
right,
pick it up. Somebody's about to
your
pick
book,
it up, and he trying to get paid.
if the
That's
book
why.
was done right, if the advertising was done right, if the promotion was done right, I truly believe that your book could have been a top seller. Like I
Yeah.
truly believe that.
But
Hmm.
you
I
can't
really
sit
do.
there. You can't sit there and just, you know what I'm saying? How I'm doing it now, promoting it, promoting it. I set up my Amazon, I done set up my Amazon author stuff. I done did that. I done did that. My brother doing my book cover. Come on now.
Yeah,
I'm doing
because
everything.
when you're not popular or well known, not that you're, I mean, as an author, you sometimes have to go out there and you have to really grind. You got to go on tours, not like all over the world, but you literally
Hmm.
have to. That's why the hood table. I don't know how many people we done interview from the O. We done interview daycare providers, hair
Hmm.
salon owners, all kind of stuff because we like to promote our own from our own, and that's why I let people come on our panel, tell us what you got, what you're working with, and we help you promote. But you
Hmm.
really have to do a lot of promoting. You just can't put a book on Amazon and expect it to fly off the shelf.
Right. Be like here,
Right.
and nobody knows nothing about it. Nobody knows
Right,
you. So
right.
it's like, okay, well, it's just a book. What the hell am I gonna buy it for?
And I mean,
But
people
you have,
know her. Like people around here, they know Nico. They know her. People around here,
yeah,
and there are a
but
lot
that's
of people like
local.
bloggers and social media gurus and people like that who might
I
even know of the story. But the majority of the world doesn't know. So you have to do a lot of promotion. You just have to. You just can't write a book and just put it on Amazon and sit there and watch. Like you have to. Even like even if you're a cake decorator, if you're a stylist, if you decorate shoes, design shoes. I mean, there's so many people doing so many things out here. Carmel Diva, she's doing the jewelry. You have to really, really push and promote and promote and promote for your
Mm-hmm.
stuff to go somewhere. Then next thing you know, people are gonna be talking about you everywhere. Or,
Yep.
or
Mhm.
referring people to you and things like that. But that's part of that process. That's part of the process, and it's been made like I don't know what he did when he bought those 300 books, but if they weren't sold, then maybe he do need to scratch it and be like, I don't even want to be bothered with this no more. The books ain't selling.
But
What's
if
the
he did it
point?
if he did it the right way and sold it on Amazon strictly instead of taking, buying all those books and probably trying to sell them himself, like on the side, then he wouldn't be having this issue.
Yeah, because if he bought all those books off of Amazon, it kind of does make it seem like to people who might go on there, oh, 300 books sold. Or, see something like that. But I don't know.
I don't think
I
it
really
counts.
think that just the next time you do something, just make sure you get like an advisor, a lawyer, somebody, somebody who's good at contracts to look at it. But Bugs, you said wolves and sheep clothing.
I'm not
Yep.
signing another contract until somebody is talking about money. Period,
And
point
that's
blank.
Okay.
another thing. If somebody asks you to sign contracts, like I said, I do not know much about contracts. But just from what Cicelo might be able to chime in on this, but I thought when you sign contracts about stuff, you get something up front. That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
An
That's
advancement.
That's what I thought. I mean, I don't know. I don't know though. I don't know.
Somebody talking, they sound.
That's Cicelo. I think she might have to go out and come back in.
yeah.
Yeah, it's me.
Cicelo, go out and come back in.
I'm not signing no more contracts unless somebody is talking about giving me an advancement ahead of time.
Right.
Okay. Rose said contract can still be remediated. Signing a contract under duress can be proven with conversations, email, text, witnesses. You can't get out of this. He said you can get out of this trust.
Listen, and that's what I told him. I said I signed that contract under stress. Period. I said that to him on Saturday. And I blocked his ass after I said it. I need to screenshot this. Hold on. Don't take that off. Hold on. Okay, let me just screenshot it. Okay. And I've been trying, and I also was trying to talk to a lawyer. Um, and he was also like, I'm gonna take your file home because this is, you are a high profile type of person, like, and I don't want your business to be with anybody else, like other people trying to, do whatever. And I was just like, okay, cool. But yeah, I just want the man to leave me alone. I just want, like, just take this money. This was not successful. You know what I'm saying? Why? And
Baby
then
girl,
on top of that,
I truly believe it may take a little time, but it's all gonna work out in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
Just trust and have faith. It's hard
I
now,
think
and feelings are hurt and people are pissed, but give it a little bit of time. It's all gonna work in your favor.
And like bro said, keep all conversations.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
well, I just deleted the converse accidentally when I was blocking him. It said block and report junk. So I did, but I wonder if I could try to recover them.
I was gonna say
Uh
if you unblock him, it should pop up. I think.
no, girl, I didn't even give him my new number. He don't got my phone number. I was texting him to text now.
Mm.
Oh. Oh.
But I did
Hmm.
send my sister.
I wanted to talk to you about something else too.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I know you're in the process A lot of people know that you had tattoos put on your face, on your neck, across, your forehead and things like that. Now, I want to explain the process you're going through right now, but I want you to first explain to the people who don't know how you got started doing all that in the first place, or why.
How I started. When I was in prison in 2020, I was in work release. Um, one of the girls I've been knowing like since I was like young, probably like before I met Nico. Yep, he's right.
Yeah.
There was, and I'm not gonna say who do my tattoo removal because she asked me not to, you know what I'm saying, tell people because they be like, maybe one of Nico's people might come up, you know what I'm saying? Like she don't want that, but um I had seen it. It was a segment about them on the news for Tattoo Laser, and she was like, "Oh yeah!" And so I had one of the coordinators looking up. So I was supposed to meet with them originally. I got out on Christmas Eve. I was supposed to go. I was set it up to where I was supposed to go in Christmas Eve so they could do, basically like consultation on how many sessions I was gonna do. Um, but I end up it. I don't know what happened. I don't think they forgot. I think they forgot. So I started February 2021. I had went up there. And I was like, "Hey," and I told her, I explained it to her like I'm the ex-wife of Nico Jenkins. I said, "You do laser tattoo for free. It's for free." I was like, I want this off my face. I said, I want to feel beautiful again. I said, get this man off my face. And I was crying. And I said, just give me this chance. I really need this. Please get this man off my face. I want to be normal again. I want to feel normal again. And I just was crying.
And what made you put them all on your face? And is there like certain ones that stood for something? Um, did you were you like, I don't want to say you were forced, but were you like coerced to do a
He
lot of the
always wanted
tattooing
his
on your
wife.
face?
He always said he wanted his wife to look like him. And like back then, I just felt like I was ride or die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my loyalty is everything still to this day. Um, and he asked me, and I'm like, yeah, babe, until this is my last tattoo that I even got. It's the one on my lips. It's a sign of death. Um, And I asked him like, "Hey, baby, what you want for Christmas?" And I wasn't gonna get no more tattoos, no more, because of how he dogged me with these women and stuff like that. And I was like, "Hell no!" You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to earn that completely back. And he was like, he said, "Oh, you gonna get it?" He said, "Because Apophis told me if you don't, he was like, I'm gonna hold you down." He said, "And I'm gonna sharpen a razor." He said, "And I'm gonna do it." And it was supposed to be all the way like that. So when I was crying to the lady or whatever, I told her, everything that of what is said. Um, she grabbed some holy water. She grabbed two more her workers. She said, "We can start this right now."
Oh,
I said, "Right now?"
And I'm gonna just show them a pic.
Oh,
That's Nico. For the people who never seen him before, those are all his tattoos. Is his whole body totally covered in tattoos?
mm-mm.
Okay, so that's his neck, his face, his forehead, all covered in tattoos. And he wanted his wife or his woman to be tattooed up like him. And so you went about getting tattoos at different times throughout your relationship on your face and neck. And
way too beautiful for that.
yes,
Thank
that was a
you.
beautiful pic of you. It
Way too
is.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um,
So I know this is difficult for you because it's painful to get
it
tattoos,
is.
but isn't it like more painful to get them removed? Or is
Yeah.
it easier?
Girl, so I started back. I did 2 sessions. The second one traumatized me. And the reason why I said that is, and that's the one that, no, okay, yeah, the second one, it traumatized me. I don't want to say I feel like I have a spirit on me,
Mm.
but this man is demonic. You know what I'm saying? So I could probably say like I really feel like that. And I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and she had went, and they were doing it, and I spoke in this deep voice. I said, "Get the fuck off of me! Get off of me now!" Like it was so. And that man was like, "Nope." He said, "You're gonna sit right here." He said, "That ain't nothing but that spirit. You getting him
Mm.
off of you when he mad. He trying to." So it
You muted,
traumatized
Tanya.
me. It traumatized.
Dog just
Sometimes
said, I know that's right.
yeah,
Mm.
The
like
devil is a liar.
sometimes, I mean, sometimes it might be I say stuff and I smile, or that's a coping mechanism for me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
okay, Mari, you need to go to sleep. Mari, please don't start acting like this because I'm on this interview. Thank you, sir. Um, so
Mm.
I got I started back last Thursday. I was supposed to go today for this, but I just didn't feel up to it. But I'll show you guys. My sister seen it. She was like, she said, "Look at that end. It's almost gone. Do y'all see it?
Yeah, just I mean, it's light.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like,
real light.
right there."
Yep,
And
yep,
I got bumps, like literally blisters. Can you see?
yep, yep.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like faded on that side. Yeah.
Dang, why can
But
I
You
look?
I wouldn't give up. I mean, I know
you can really tell the
sometimes.
difference.
Yes, you really can.
From one side to the other side, you can really tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's
And I
like
want you,
some
look,
of
I
them.
want you from now on to smile. You said you smile and it's a coping mechanism. I want you to
Mhm.
smile because you know you're free. I want you to smile because the devil is a liar and we know it. I want you to smile because, baby, that man put you through hell, but you still here. You still standing. So he lost. The devil lost when he tried to get you. And
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
what that spirit is trying to, he's still trying to hold on, but he can't have what's God's, baby. He can't have what's God's. And what's for you is for you.
Can't nobody take it from me.
Okay, nobody take it from you. And don't let nobody try to steal your joy.
And I
Absolutely.
prayed like I've been praying. Well, I pray every day. But sometimes when you want God to deliver you from certain things, you have to keep praying about it. You have to keep pressing the issue with him. Um,
And you have to have clarity when you pray. You can't just say, Lord, I need a new car. Lord, I need a new car that's gonna be safe for me and my children to ride in, that I can go back and forth to work in, that I can take them where they need to go without worrying. Sometimes we have to be specific when we pray.
Hmm.
and I'm starting to learn that. I'm starting to dive in and be a little bit more specific. Tanya, no. I talked to her Saturday to set this meeting up. I was hot. I was cussing. I was hot. When I say I was a million, I was talking crap. I was disrespecting this man. And I asked God, I said, just like, probably like 30 minutes before, I prayed like 2 times within the next last 2 hours before this interview. And I just said, God, I don't want to disrespect this man. I want to conduct myself as a professional. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
want to come with the
Hmm.
receipts. I want you to come. I want your spirit to come into this interview. Um, and help me guide my words and let me not speak off of emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like speak
Just
out of
ask
anger.
him to order your steps. That's all
Yes.
you
That's it.
order
So
my
I
steps.
mean, and I text my sister. I just text her. I was like, "Am I doing good?" She was like, "Yes." So
Oh, sissy, look, and she's like,
You doing wonderful, baby girl. You doing
you are
wonderful.
doing wonderful, and I love
And
how you being strong under the circumstances. So I love
Right.
how you are trying to do your best to hold up, because being an author already is hard. Like, a lot of people start books and they never finish them. I'm one of those people. I
Mm.
started a book like
But
15 years ago and never
this is a
finished it. You know
healing.
what I'm
This is a catharsis. This is healing.
saying?
It's therapeutic, and you are getting it off your chest. You getting it out of
Yep.
your spirit. You getting it off of you, so you
Mm-hmm.
can move on to better. Cause this ain't the stop that God wants you on. This is just a rest stop right now, because you on your elevation right now.
Mm-hmm.
You on your elevation. Just remember that this is just a stop. This ain't your final destination.
Right.
And I feel that I'm just
I know we all get that way sometimes. It feel like we're a little discouraged. We kind of like, God, okay, when is it gonna happen? I've been through. I'm still going through. Can I get to the other side soon, please?
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like I need to just I'm trying to release this man. Like I don't understand. This is the most delusional. I have not I have not been through no delusion shit since Nico. I have, you know what I'm saying? Like this is
Thought you
this
were
is
free from the craziness, and then it's like,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be free. I want this man to take this money that we agreed upon. He's probably going to up that price if he even have a heart to. He's going to be like, no, bitch, you're going to have to pay me more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't like he said, I was already under two contracts with the publishing company and with the man out of not Council Bluffs, Colorado. I
mm-hmm.
talked to that man. He was like, if this is what you know, like, and I'm like, I told him about what was going on. He was like, this contract is within 5 days, 5 years. He said, I didn't sign nothing saying that I was releasing you. There's nothing. That's just how he should know that. Because if I signed a contract with this man, you want me to sign a contract to get out of you know what I'm saying, to get out of a contract with you. So why wouldn't you not think? So I talked to the man and he's like, yeah, I'll help you out. Like, he had a lot of stuff going on, so he wasn't salty. Everybody I've dealt with has been professional but him. I just don't understand this. Like, it hurt my feelings more because I have to deal with this and I don't really have to. Like, it's delusion to me. It's not for me to understand. And I
there you
know that
go.
I'm gonna get there. I know that I still have certain things that God done told me that I have to work on in order to get to my promised land. Um
Baby, you just said something that I tell people all the time. It's not for us to understand God's ways. God's ways are His ways. And if you really need some backup, read Proverbs 3, 5, and 8.
okay.
Lean not into thine own understanding.
Okay. I didn't know
Trust
that
in
was
the Lord
Proverbs. I didn't heard that before.
and trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Yes. And he will direct your path.
He will direct your path. That's one of my favorite verses. Mm-hmm. Lean
That's
not to your own understanding, because a lot of times we be thinking, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, da, 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 da. But it might not be God's way. It might not be His time. And sometimes we have to just let Him move, let Him, move through us, instead of we trying to move Him to what we want to do.
I have
mm-hmm.
learned that I have to be patient. And I know some people may be like, how do you know? I tell people God talks to me. They be like, what I'm like, it's not that He's sitting here and I'm hearing a voice, but there are things that come in my mind and it stay on my heart and it stay there and stay there. And I'll be like, okay, God, what do you want me to do? And then if I'm in a rush and I'm trying to do something and everything is falling apart, that's when God tells me, sit down and wait. And I'm going to tell you when to move.
And right
Mm-hmm.
We
on
just have
bug
to,
juice. Mm-hmm.
we have to just
Like,
listen.
oh my God.
We just have to
Yep.
listen to God and be aware of when He's trying to talk to us and trying to move us.
Right.
I'm also, I forgot, I almost forgot this. I'm also changing the title of my book. My new book will be called Delivered from Evil.
Hey,
I like that.
yes.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I like that.
And I know that
Mhm.
God keep working on me. So it's a lot of times where I just try to step back and I try to control what's in my environment and stuff like that.
Mhm. See, and a lot of people don't understand that. You know, we want to change, we want something different, but we still in the same area. We still with the same people. And we may love them people, but baby, I can love you from afar.
I done
Sometimes we
cut
need to remove
everybody off.
ourselves. Yeah, we need to remove ourselves sometime and just focus on us and what we need for healing and
Firm believer
protection
of
and
that.
whatever. Yeah,
I even got family members that I love from a distance. I love you,
I
but
had to learn that the hard way, and it's a very hard lesson. I've lost good friendships that are long lasting friendships, but
Mhm.
like they say, sometimes your friend, everybody can't go where you going. Sometimes you got to leave these people on the bus stop while you keep on going to your next destination. Ain't that you don't
yeah,
love
I
them no
think Bug
more?
Juice is right.
What it say?
Bug Juice said I'm not the most knowledgeable, but can't you change names and not need their permission?
Mm,
So don't quote me on this, but I think you can like change the name of the whole body of work.
mm-hmm.
I think you can.
What
I
do you
think
mean
so
the
too.
whole body? Like just the
Like because
title?
he got the name of the book as he has a name, and you're naming your new book something totally different.
Yeah.
So it's not like your what he's basically saying is you should be able to change
It's not
the
like you
name and be
plagiarizing it.
fine. It's not like you're plagiarizing or anything like that. So when you're doing something like this in this situation, the name of the book has to be different. Even certain things in the book have to be different. And maybe it is best that you did not read that entire book because you're basically going, in a
Right,
totally different direction.
right.
And see, okay, let me equate it to this. Like Carmel even knows, I do a lot of TV show reviews and movie reviews, things like that. And there's a lot of people on social media who do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I give my review, I don't watch nobody else because I want my stuff to be genuine. You know what I'm saying? And straight from me, from my heart, my words and whatever. And then maybe after I do my TV review on Power or whatever, I might go see what somebody else had to say about it. You know what I mean?
So, okay, when we were talking about this, look, it says all rights reserved. No part of this book may be reproduced or used in any manner without written permission of the copyright owner, except
So you don't
Yep.
the
use so if you don't word it like he worded it, you can
Yep.
still tell the story without
Yep.
him. That's like, okay, think about it. There's all these books out and little DVDs about Cinderella.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a version of Cinderella. It's the same, basically the same format, but they done written it differently. So that
Yep.
way it's not a copyright issue. They're not plagiarizing nothing, but it's the same story, just tweaked a little.
Like
So
doing
I
an
think,
essay. Like doing an essay when you read a book and the teacher say, I want you to do an essay on this book. You literally telling your version of the story without
hmm
plagiarizing it, without
but
saying
what I'm
exactly word for word what you reading.
but
So
at
yeah,
the end of the day, this is at the end of the day, I do not care. That man could take me to court. I mean what I mean, and I mean what I promise you. You could take me to court. The
she's
judge
like,
could
I
say I'll have to
said what
pay
I
you X amount of
said.
dollars. I'm gonna look that judge dead in his face. I'm not paying this man nothing.
She said I said what I said.
okay,
This is my
Oh,
time. This is my story. This is my
right.
life. I don't owe that man all that. I don't what? You wasn't there when
hmm
I was had guns to my head. You was not there
mm
when his mama put a gun to my head and he turned around and took it. You was not
mm
there when he had his uncle call my phone and try to lure me outside to kill me.
mm
You wasn't
mm.
there. You wasn't there when I felt like the whole damn world hated me. when I wanted to kill myself, and I had to write my sister, when I had to write my sister suicide notes and tell her what to do with my body because I was about to go kill myself. You didn't do none
Mm.
of that. You didn't live none of that. So I don't owe you that much. So how dare can you be greedy? How? Why? For what? What did I do to you? But not
But
like how you conducted your business.
I'm sitting here crying and you don't even know. Cause you talking
Because I
about
had
all
a
you done
testimony
been
too.
through. All you done been through, baby. And all I can say is hallelujah. Cause you still here. The devil tried and tried and tried, but you still here. And you got a testimony that's gonna help somebody. I mean, it's cathartic for you, but you gonna tell your story and it's gonna help somebody
And
else.
that's how she wanted her book to be. But that's not what you get from the book that was put out. She was
But
trying to
see,
be like a voice for women being abused, in domestic situations.
yeah, yeah.
A book that's gonna help somebody who might be in the same situation. But that book kind of seemed like it just hyped up Nico and just, I don't know. I don't know. What do they call it when somebody does something wrong and somebody just tries to make them to be so.
Gaslight.
They gaslight them.
Well, not. I'll figure out the word I'm trying to use. I'll figure it out because what I'm saying is like there was one comment that I had read a while back, and they said it was something like, "Why are you promoting this murder? Why are you promoting this? Why are you giving him all this?" It was like the book was just
Glorifying.
glorified.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what one of the comments was. In the past on this story was like, why are they glorifying? They said the book sounds like it's glorifying him.
But I can tell you I haven't read a single word of it, but
I read the whole
the
book.
book is not for me, I'm saying just from the interviews, it's not about him. It's about her healing
It's supposed
from
to be
him
about her healing.
and
That's what,
how
yeah,
she dealt with it and how she overcame it.
right.
It ain't necessarily about him. He's a side character.
Yeah. And of
She's
course
the
he's
main.
involved in the book because her life was involved around him. They were
Right.
together. They were married. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, she's trying to be a voice and she's trying to,
Be a
speak up.
motivational speaker.
Motivational, right, right. And I didn't get that from that book at all. Not saying it was a bad book. I'm not saying that,
I said he was
Mr.
good with his
Ray
words.
Sean. Just in case you watched this interview, Ray Sean, I'm not saying it's a bad book. I'm just saying I feel what you're saying where you were really wanting to go or where you're trying to
And he
go
was
with
wrong,
the
and he
story.
knows he's wrong for what he's doing. He knows this, and that's why he was getting upset and all of that in them text messages, because he knows he's in the wrong.
And then I let this part out. So while promoting this book, he had me on, what is it? Hold on. Where my phone
Yeah,
at?
that's right, Bug Juice. She wants it to be totally from her point of view. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
He had me on, what is it called? The smartest dumb people?
You know what? Those
Yep.
are Omaha. Remember I told you about them? They local Omaha YouTubers.
Look, look,
Comedy
look, look,
Look.
look,
Remember
look,
I
look.
told them?
As
Yeah.
soon as I typed in a thing,
Uh huh. Mhm. Mhm.
Wow.
Yep.
he had me, if y'all go back, I mean, I'm sure it's still up.
It
But
probably
okay,
is.
it would be he had me on two. This was another thing that irritated me. Um, First he had me on a radio show. The radio show is off of like 24th. It's off of Lake Street.
Uh,
Oh, he an older man.
Bill,
Bill
Bill.
King, William
Yeah,
King.
I think
I used to.
so.
Me and him
He's
used
an
to be in a
older
rap
guy with
group together.
glasses,
Yep,
dark
little
brown
Uh-huh.
fro.
skin. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, Afro.
We used to
That's
be in a
Bill
rap group
King.
together
He been around forever. Yeah, he been around forever.
He
years
had
ago.
me. Go ahead, baby.
Oh no, I was just saying we were in a rap group years ago.
I know that's right. You can't rap, girl. I'm just playing.
No, I was just a
Yes,
singer.
Jenkins, that's
They
it.
rapped and I sang.
95.5 The Boss. That's his station. And I do listen to his station. So we ain't on here to shade him because
No,
he
we
be doing
not.
a
So
lot.
no,
Yeah, he be doing a lot.
no,
BK, you
heck
know I
no.
love you,
Because
bro.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna reach out to him and go back to him. I'm gonna go back to
Yeah.
every person that he had me go to. How about that?
And
Yeah.
Bill's a good person. Bill is a very
And
good person.
what irritated me about both these interviews, I cannot make this up. While I'm promoting my book, I kid you not, it's my book, and then it's his two books. He promoting his books. I swear to you, go back and I promise you.
Mm.
Bison, I'm sorry, I
I
got a little
saw the
passion.
interview, but I didn't watch the whole thing. But when I did tune in, he was promoting his books. That's what I saw when I watched the interview. But
Yep,
again, like I
955 the book.
said, I knew that I was interviewing you. So just like when I do my TV show reviews or anything like that, I don't want to be swayed by somebody else's work.
I'm
You
gonna have to
know,
go and watch it. I haven't watched it.
yeah.
I could not make that up. It was his books, it was my book, and then his books was, I'm like, dude, you just get his tail for slander and harassment. How can I
Mm.
do
Who you
that?
talking about, Miss Sislow?
She talking about
Is
him and
he?
how he
I
wrote my
mean,
book.
that and is he out in the public like demeaning you or assassinating your character in any way?
I don't know. Maybe she's talking about somebody else.
I know
But
them
bro
verses.
said I know them brothers personally. Know he's solid. Yeah, yeah. 95 point. Yeah, they cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't got. I love to let myself be free. You know what I'm saying? And they respected me. I don't got nothing bad to say about them. I got something bad to say that they allowed his books to be when it's promoting mine. Your books came out, and I threw his books away. I bought them, but I threw them away because they pissed me off. I told you this book is going in the trash. He got to get out of my energy. I just want this man away from me. He's an abuser. He's an
Mm.
abuser. And I can't sit there and talk about one person abusing me, and I'm sitting here trying to tell other people to heal and stuff like that when I'm still getting abused by somebody else. Like literally, it is what it is. It's a form of abuse.
Yeah.
Period. And I shouldn't have to go through that. I shouldn't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? And I look like I was feeling like this. You messing my pockets up, I'm gonna mess yours up. I'm not put. I'm firsthand. His name is right here. I don't promote him. I don't advise nobody to go through him. Everybody eat. No, he eat. The fuck? I'm just being honest. I don't want somebody else to. I mean, they possibly can't. They possibly won't because um I'm not saying it like this, but excuse me for saying it like this, but they're not as big as me. You know what I'm saying? They're not.
Mm-hmm.
Their story might not be as big as me, but I don't promote nobody. I don't encourage nobody. Excuse me, to do that type of business with him because I came with receipts. I came with receipts. I'm not the type of person. I'm not going to sit here and lie on that man, but I'm gonna tell the truth, and
Right.
I'm gonna say this too.
Don't and not sugarcoat it. That's the whole thing. Don't
I'm gonna say
sugarcoat it.
this too, and I'm gonna say this while we lie. If I don't have enemies, so if anything was to happen to me, we know who did it. Okay,
Mm.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. I go wherever the fuck I want go. I'm working on my language. I go wherever I want
That's
to
okay.
go. I go wherever I want to go with no problem. To where I don't. I let myself live free. It was times where I was scared to go places. I
Right.
don't care. You know, it is what it is. If anything happens to me, it's him and his family. It is what it is. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
Bug Life said, "Do you fear for your life for telling the truth?" Is that what you're
That's
saying,
what
or
you just
just
said. No, not anymore.
Are you talking about with him or Nico? Because if it's with Nico, no, I don't. I don't I don't fear for my life. My sister did this weekend. She said, "I hope he don't do nothing to you." That's what's making me say something now.
Oh, okay.
Mm. You think he's that kind of person that would do that?
I talked to my probation officer. I talked to my probation officer, and I told them, and it was a black man. She came with a black man. I don't fear for my life. I don't care, cause whoever come for me, they going to jail. I don't even like snitches. Oh, shut up, Shalonda. Don't go there. Do not
Mm.
go there.
Uh-oh.
I said I'm
Mm.
gonna keep it professional. And
Don't stop me.
when I talked to my probation officer, the black
Mm-hmm.
probation officer that was with him, he was like, "Yeah, be careful with them Abrams."
Mm.
Ooh.
I said, said it just like that. I said, "Guess what? I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I don't have no reason to be scared. But if anything happened to me, this is on the TV. This is on
Like I've
YouTube.
done nothing.
I
Yeah.
ain't done
Yeah.
nothing but want to get out of a contract. I wanted to bow out gracefully. You forced my hand. It is what it is,
Mm.
you know."
And I tell him, you trying to take food out of my kid's mouth. Who else is gonna take care of him but me?
Is that a TV in the background?
Oh, my baby, hold on. I bet said he taking advantage. It's okay.
Mom distracted, so he gonna do what he do.
I'm gonna just hit mute. Cause yeah, they get you on copyright and all that kind of stuff when you playing stuff like that in the background.
I gotta
Especially
ask you something when we get off
especially
of
if
here
it's a
too.
TV show. Trust me, I know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay. It's okay.
We
YouTube is
understand.
very finicky about playing TV shows and things like that in the background. They will get you on copyright. But even if you ain't trying to, but I'm just letting you know if you ever got deep into YouTube, I always give tidbits and tips about, YouTube because I've been doing this for so long. But yeah, I know you said you didn't want to get into the snitching, so we definitely don't have to get into that or whatever it was you was about to say unless you want to.
Right.
Nope, I'm gonna keep it professional.
I was like, go on and spill it, girl. Go on and scald me with this hot tea.
You
I'm
know,
trying to keep
coming
it
in with something that
professional.
like sip, 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 sip.
Sip,
All I'm gonna
sip.
say is I would never associated. My name would never have been on a book with him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm.
Had I known the things that I know now, you know what I'm saying? I
He
didn't
just
had. I used to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I just recently stopped smoking weed. Like I said, I'm on probation,
Mm-hmm.
he sounds like
and
an opportunist.
it very much so. And people who one of my weed dudes, it's my ex-boyfriend, excuse me, my ex-girlfriend's sister, ex-boyfriend's brother, sorry. And he said something and I was like, "What?" And then another one, they don't even know each other. Don't even know each other. Said the same thing. Yeah, I'm
Mm.
saying, and I just was like, like they said he's an opportunist. They said, he's not good business, basically. They said some other stuff, and these are street niggas, hood
But
niggas,
see, he
40th Avenue
what you said,
projects.
he done said he hitched his wagon to yours because he knew your book was gonna sell and he wanted to add his little tidbit so he can try to get paid too. That's all that was, an opportunist.
I'm just, I mean, I had to get it off my chest today. I had to, and I had to do it the appropriate way. Um, and like I said, I released him. However, he said, "Make my move." I'm gonna make my move. I don't be having sense. Don't play with me. Once I know that you playing with my top, you can't play with me. I won't allow it. And then for you to think delusional once again, you think that I'm gonna sign anything that come from your hands again? sign this and you'll be out the contract, and you probably would have still messed me over. One and then what kind of irritated me, I mean no disrespect when I said that, when I'm saying this, while talking to his sister, she was like, you know, our moms are friends. They grew up together. Our his mom, and my baby daddy's mom, they were like best friends. That what didn't matter to him. That don't got nothing to do with me. I don't even talk to my baby daddy mama. That don't got nothing to do with me. So whatever goes on up there, that ain't none of my business. Because it wasn't respect then. So why can I not speak out about how this man has done me? Then when he was like, it was also a part in the conversation. I was like, you know, when we're talking, and I'm like, you're gonna take this book off of Amazon. I said, how can I explain? How do you think I'm gonna explain it to my followers? You know, basically to support which book to support. This man even tried to shut me up talking about part of the new contract is you ain't gonna be able to talk about me or my company.
Can you
So he gonna give you a third contract? Shut up! I'll be right back. Keep on talking though.
is there a way that you can put on there that this is an unauthorized book on his book?
I tried to, but I didn't buy that book. You could only leave reviews. Like, I want to get that book taken down. Like,
You can't contact Amazon and say like this is harassment or something like that.
I'm gonna try to. Thank you for putting that in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Because
try that.
it sounds like, you know how they have like the unauthorized stories on TV about TV shows and stuff like that. So if you say it's unauthorized, then I would say he would have to take your name off of there, off of the book, and just let him have that bullshit, just to be done with it.
Girl, he could have it. When I say I'm moving forward, I'm talking to publishers. I'm talking, not publishers, excuse me, producers. Like, I had a whole 2-hour conversation with a lady. Yeah, I'm saying,
Hmm.
like, I'm not even about to go into detail with that because I don't even want the man to know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
saying, but when I say I've been talking to other people and it make me so happy, and I'm on this app, right? And I'm not gonna say nothing.
yeah.
I'm on this app. I could type in whatever movie I want to. It's gonna tell you the producers, that they number. All I gotta do is click on it and call it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Agents and stuff like that. I've made a lot of phone calls in the last 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Some reached out to me and say they not working on projects. Yep, and some done reached out to me and said they gonna go over, you know, they gonna Google Nico and they gonna get back to me. I love doing this by myself. It makes me mad because I should have been doing it by myself. I should have been doing it alone by myself,
But
you
see,
know?
you thought you at that time you thought you were doing what was right. You know, somebody who was established, and you wanted that help, that backup. But it turned out to be the worst thing probably ever. But it was a lesson, and now you know
That's
that
the
you
truth.
can do it on your own. What bro say?
This done got real interesting because that last name, but all that is not right, will be exposed, especially those that are fraudulent and that are fraudulent and out of line.
Yes, they will, bro.
Can y'all see me okay? Am I coming
Yeah,
in clear?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Like I said, you know, that's just it goes hand in hand with my story. If I'm trying to help somebody else not go through what I went through, as whether it's abuse or anything like that, or to be brave to get out of an abusive relationship, if I'm speaking about that, then I'm going to speak about if I could help somebody else who was wanting to write a book in the state of Nebraska or in Omaha
Hmm.
and wanted to
Hmm.
go to this man. I want them to know, like, a right is right, wrong is wrong.
Right.
I done presented two contracts. I done read it word from word. I done read text messages word from word.
Mhm.
All my timelines, it match. If you go on my TikTok, it matches. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna lie on this man. I'm not gonna lie on this man. Not anything that I've said on this live is a lie. Everything that I've said is true. If I gotta
Yeah.
speak up about somebody, I'm going to tell the truth. And ain't nobody gonna bully me to shut up or
All
not to
right now.
speak. Yeah, I'm saying as long as this contract is intact, I'm gonna speak on it. I have a
Mhm.
right to.
And I think most people understand while you're doing what you're doing. If they didn't understand it before, they understand now. Why there's another book coming out, related to the same, surrounding the same
Yeah.
story, I should say. Yep. So I'm glad that you chose us again to come up on our
Yes.
platform to, speak it, to basically saying it with your whole chest. You had to get some things off your mind. And
Mhm.
I hope if he is watching, and things get around, this is Omaha. So I'm
Hmm.
sure if he ain't watching, somebody gonna let him know, and he gonna
Do
maybe
right.
watch
If
the
he's
replay.
watching, I want him
But
to just do right by baby girl.
I hope he takes it not as you just coming on here, just trying to drag him through the
Destroy
mud or
him and
anything like
yeah.
that. I think you weren't being heard by him. So I hope he hears you now and that he takes in consideration how you really feel because you were very expressive tonight. So I really do hope he takes that in consideration and maybe you guys can sit down and
I've
come
never sit
to
down with
a.
him.
I mean, not. I'm not saying like face to face or nothing, but just settle this easily, quickly, and just be done. Walk away from each other. No bad blood. No, nobody trying to do anything to anybody or,
Mhm.
because he's an author too. So as an author, and he got several books that he wrote, I would think that he would understand, this is something precious to you, sentimental, close to your heart, your life and you want it to be told the right way. So I hope that's what
Right.
he gets from this.
Yeah. And it's okay to you win some and you lose some. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's about how you get up. It's about how you move forward. Like
Me and my homegirl
um,
got a saying, you got one day for a pity party, and then the next day you get up and you pull your big girl drawers up and get to work.
amen.
Yeah, I
Shoot,
heard that before.
You get one
I
day for a
am.
pity party.
Now that I got this out of my chest, like off of me, I'm just gonna move forward, and whatever happened, happened. But what I will know is this: he can't reach out to me unless he's signing my stuff back over. I'm still one monkey ain't gonna stop no show. Like I said, I'm still gonna move forward. I'm still gonna push my book. I'm not giving him nothing off my new book. Um, when the movie come out, I'm not giving him nothing off of that because it didn't work out. You didn't take. It's okay to admit that you put everything in this contract and you didn't have the capability or you wasn't adequate enough to do it. It's okay. I don't want to
Mhm.
be nobody's test dummy. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
don't want that. I want to be with genuine people, or you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. You know, you forced my hand to get on here and explain this. You really did. Because we could have really settled it and went on about our way, and you probably would have been able to hurt other people, but not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been quiet. Vanessa said, did you go to therapy as a part of your healing? I went to prison in 2015. When the police was my cousin called the police on me. It said Nico Jenkins.
Mhm.
Nico Jenkins' wife. It's not funny. I told y'all I laugh as a because I can't make this stuff up. I was over in Bellevue and my cousin called the police and was like, Nico Jenkins' ex-wife was kicking my car because she brought me over there, but she wouldn't take me back home because she was hot in her tail. So the police, they came like 8 cars deep, paddy wagon, all types of stuff, and they was
Oh my God.
antagonizing me. And I threatened the police. I told them if I was anything like Nico, I'll get out and kill you and your fucking family. Said it just those.
Oh
That's literally
God.
what I said. So they got me with terroristic threats.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went in there, I knew I was gonna sit down for a minute. I did get therapy. I mean, like I did. I cried. They put me on medicine. I used to have like when they tried me out on certain medicines, I would be in my room flipping out and stuff like that because I wasn't reactive to the meds. Um I would have flashbacks around this time because when the stuff had happened with Nico or whatever, I self-medicated by drinking and popping Molly and doing ecstasy and stuff like that. So me sitting down and I'm clear-minded and I don't have alcohol, weed, Molly, you know what I'm saying? I don't got that in my system. I was like, I would have nightmares. Like, I don't know if y'all don't know, Sarpy County, they got this little slant, um a little slant window. So, if they doing count, they knock on it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it would be so surreal. Like I would be dreaming I was in jail, like this is a dream. I'm in jail in this room, but this man done hit this, because he used to have a shotgun and I can't remember what the other one was, but he had that one with that beam. So he tapped on the window. And I look up. This is my dream. I look up and he got that gun and he had the beam to my head and he shot me. And I would wake up from that dream in jail. Like I had that dream constantly. And I used to cry to them and I'd be like, I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep. So then when I went to prison, I did get therapy. I was on some meds. Um, but I mean it's trauma, you know what I'm saying? Like I still have flashbacks to this day. Um, I used to be a very hard alcoholic, but I mean, I've calmed down. Of course, I indulge from time to time. I haven't really because I've been on probation, but it is what it is. I make sure my son is either asleep or he at my sister's. Please,
I
everyone,
like
stay.
that comment. Please be safe and dangerous at the same time.
Right.
I like that comment. And I think he was referring to when you were saying if anything happens to me or, stuff like that. But I like that comment. You got to stay safe, but you always got to be vigilant. Is that how you say it, Karma Diva?
Yep.
I used to always say that word wrong.
Always.
And she would laugh at me and joke and everything. But you have to be vigilant at all times. You got to be smart
Mm-hmm.
out here. And that's in any situation. That's in any situation.
And
Like,
that's why I would say that
you
we have to
know,
be vigilant. We have to be aware of our surroundings at all times. I mean, even if you got to stare somebody down just to make sure you get all the right description of them,
yeah.
do it.
Yep.
Do
That's
it.
why we always end our show with stay safe, be blessed, and remain vigilant at all times. That's been our ending for a long time, for years on the hood table. Like,
Mm-hmm.
be safe, be blessed, and vigilant at all times. But
And
yes.
keep it
Hold on, I'm
hood.
about to mute my thing. My son going to the bathroom. Hold on.
Okay. But yeah, this was a really good interview, very enlightening.
Yes.
On the reasons, like I said, me and Shalonda, we've been talking, behind the scenes. We didn't talk a few times, on the
Mm-hmm.
phone, messages and things like that. So I pretty much had a mind of where she was going or what she was trying to do, her frustrations and things like that. And I could tell that she was very, very concerned and frustrated in the direction that book had went. So
Yeah.
I totally understand. And again, there has been people out there like, hold up, she writing another one. No, that one just hit the book. Then she writing another. And then when we was promoting the book and you was promoting that first book, and then you was even supposed to come on here to do the interview, basically to promote that first book. But that interview turned at the last minute. You was like, nah, I'm not feeling this book, so we're not promoting it. So we had told people that you was gonna be back when it came closer to you doing your own book by your own self, solo
We
dolo.
glad you. We're so
So
glad you came to talk with us
yes.
Me
and to share
too.
your story
Hmm.
and to share your story. Not just to share your story, but to share your story of healing, of your
Yes.
healing journey. And
And
that's
I'm
the
looking
most
forward
important
to it.
part. That's the most important part. Your healing journey.
And I'm
Hmm.
so looking forward to that. I'm so looking forward to that book, child. How much longer we gotta wait now? When is it going?
I mean,
Approximate time frame.
my release date is on my mama's birthday, January 28th.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right
Okay.
It was
around the
supposed to,
corner.
it was
It's
supposed to
almost
come.
November, so that's right around the corner. Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, and then holidays is coming up and stuff like that. I want to pick it. I want it to be like at a good time. Where people are
Yeah.
recovering and you know,
Yeah.
and don't have to worry about all of that. So
Mhm.
January 28th, I'm gonna release it on my mother's birthday. I still gotta go through like Amazon and figure out how I need to do certain things and stuff like that
Hmm. Hmm.
because I'm doing this on my own. I'm not asking nobody to help me. I
Yep.
don't want I don't want other people in my energy no more. I want to do this solely by myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I have faith. I believe in you, and I know you'll get it done. You'll get it done.
Mhm.
And I think it's gonna be great. So
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to that. I hope everyone else will be able to support you and check out that book that you got coming out. And tell them the name again of the book that they are to be looking forward to.
Delivered from evil.
Delivered from evil. Thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa said, keep focusing on your healing. It's
Thank
important.
Yes.
you.
Yes.
I will. I
Yeah,
promise.
yeah, she
I
is
may
absolutely
slide.
right.
I might slide down a wall or two, cry, but
Yeah.
Hey,
sometimes
we
you
all
just.
got. Yeah, that's a release. That's you releasing it. So
Hmm.
you got to do it.
Hmm.
Hey, we all go through it, baby. And I trust me. If nobody else know, Tanya tell you. When
Hmm.
it'll be 2 years at the end of this month that my mom passed, and she'll tell you I have been going through it, but through the grace of God, I don't cry as much anymore. I mean, I'm always gonna miss her, but I don't
Hmm.
cry as much. But baby, if you gotta cry in the middle of the day just for no reason, go ahead, let it
Hmm.
go.
I've been learning that because most times I do need that release. I have a ten. I don't say I like. I have a tendency of it building up, and then like
Hmm.
I'd be like, I need to cry. I need to cry this out. I need to cry this out. I love healing. I love healing. I love taking accountability. I love taking
Mm,
a step back and because I'm very impulsive. So I love the fact that God has set me down and humbled me enough to
yes,
take
Hmm.
a step back and to
yes,
analyze stuff and not act off of emotion.
yes, yes. And that's something a lot. I mean, a lot of people need that in the world today. Because I tell people all the time, a lot of these youngsters, they are emotionally stunted, meaning
Hmm.
they get to about age 12, and then after that, they don't know how to act. So they're still mentally and emotionally 12 years old. And that's why we have the issues out here in the streets and in the schools that we have. We got to teach these kids how to
How to
how
deal
to,
with their emotions.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I try to teach
Oh,
my
thank you,
son
Bug
that stuff
Juice.
too. I try to teach that stuff to my son. I be more gentle with him. I tell him it's okay to cry. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he be having little fights at school, and I took like I we had a meeting today for a SAT or something like that. But I told the teacher, like, I was like, I don't tell my son to hit people. I said, if somebody hits him, tell the teacher. If they keep hitting you and the teacher can't do nothing, defend yourself. It is what it is. She said, I like that you teach him that. I'm like, yeah, I
That's how
really
you
want.
supposed to. That's what I did when mine was younger. And don't call me when he hit back. Sure, we about to go to
Right,
McDonald's.
right.
Son, you
He
want some
be
ice
tell
cream?
he
Tell
be
me
telling
all
the
about
kids.
it. What happened? Give me the play by play.
Right.
I'm
I did that
serious.
with my son.
Sure. After going to the teacher so many times, going to the principal, the counselor, and all this kind of stuff.
Girl, I was up
Sure.
at my daughter's school earlier this week. Don't play. And I just went in and called out the principal. They were like, "Can I help you?" Yep, get your principal in here. Because I got a
Mm.
problem.
Yep.
And the teacher ain't doing what she's supposed to do. She harassing my daughter. And I told that man right there, I don't play about my kids and I don't play with their
Mhm.
education. And y'all not finna fuck with it now either.
I don't play
Period.
about my kid. I swear, that'll be if I don't speak this in existence. I learned to deal with things differently because I will go 0 to prison time real quick about my baby. I
She
Oh
don't.
didn't
yeah.
say
Oh,
0 to 100. She said 0 to prison
I
time.
am
That's
right
the,
there
that was the
with
last.
you.
That was the reason why I went to prison in 2020. I go 0 to prison real quick. I don't.
Mm,
That's my baby. If I don't, of course, I'm always gonna have my sister. But if I don't got nobody else in this world, I got my baby, and
I know
mm.
right.
that is the best. He is the best love story that God has ever written for me.
Girl,
I ain't got no sense. That has, baby.
I
I
tell
ain't
my
mad at
kids,
you.
and
Protect the kids.
my kids laugh at me, but I tell them they are my first and second loves. I
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I literally fell in love with them the day I sat there. I mean, I told them, I said, I always loved you, but the minute I held you in my arms and looked at your little face, that's when I fell in love. That was the first time I actually fell in love. And
Mm-hmm.
they like, that's weird. I'm like, no, baby.
I know the feeling.
Ask any
I
parent.
hemorrhage. I hemorrhage it. I was hemorrhaging, like having him. Like it was three. It was my unit. When you have kids, stuff like that. It was two other units. There was an ER, and it was like emergency surgery. I had to get 6 counts of blood.
Mm.
Um, the lady, the nurse, she had both her hands. I basically had him. My epidural had came out. And
Oh
so
God.
I had fainted. I mean, the lady was like, I can't stop working on her. She said, or I'm gonna lose her. And my sister ran out, and I'm like, bitch, I'm about to die, and you gonna leave me?
Yes.
He said, I can't take this because it was so much blood. Like she basically ripped my placenta out. And I had my baby on Thanksgiving. His birthday is on
Oh.
Thanksgiving this year too. So I don't play about my baby. No,
Mm-mm.
I don't play with
You carried
nobody.
them all that months and went through all that to have them. Sure.
I,
Protect.
I mean, I think we all
Love
have certain stories about our kids' birth and
them.
funny things that happened. Like when I was naming I teased my son because when I was naming him, I had family members going, "That's an old-fashioned name. That's an old name." I know it's biblical. That's why I picked it. And
Mm-hmm.
then come
Mm.
to find out, there were three other little boys with his name in the nursery when he was born.
Oh wow.
And then one of the little boys became his friend. They went to school
Mhm.
together and come to find out that boy's name was Elijah and he was born the same day as my son.
Ain't nothing
At
wrong.
the
I
same
always
hospital.
liked that name. I used to have a
At the
crush on
same
a boy
hospital.
named Elijah back in the day. I had a crush on a little Elijah back in the day. I always loved that name.
See, I
But
wanted to
Bug
name
Juice
him Isaiah, but he already got a brother named Isaiah. So,
Mhm.
but then after
My
I
And
thought
baby's
about it and I
name is
read about Elijah,
Imari. My baby's name is Imari Laron. I gave him his name. I came up with that, and then Laron, my little brother who passed away.
oh,
His
mm,
middle name is Laron, so I gave
oh,
him
oh.
his name.
that's
Well,
sweet.
that's okay. Hand it down so he knows. He'll always remember. I'm named after my uncle.
Hmm.
Right, right.
But I want to read Buzz Juice comment. He said this forum is also a form of therapy, and that is true
And
we
we try to
discuss a
be,
lot
yeah,
of things over here. We try to come on here and we try to, now
be
I don't want to
sensible.
say act as a therapist or anything like that, but
We
we
just
try
try
to
to
really
help people
be
in their healing and promote their
right.
healing.
And we try to be really sensitive around certain topics. Like we
Hmm.
don't try to
Hmm.
exploit people. Like there's so many things that go on in our community, let alone the world. But we don't be
Right,
just reaching out to people. Oh, we heard this happen. You want to come on the show? Oh, we heard this.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing we try to do on the hood table. If somebody reaches out to me and I listen and I think, and Karma Diva, no, I'll hit her up. Karma Diva, somebody reached out to me. Da 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 da. Do you think this would be, So we just
Yeah.
don't. We're not all about clicks and views over here, or how many people might see it, or you know what I'm saying. We try to
We
be
try to
really
do more
genuine,
we try to do more meaningful, something
right?
that may impact somebody's life. Um,
Right.
and that's because we're not here to tear anybody down. We're here to help promote people and to encourage people. And I think that's
Especially on sensitive topics, especially on
right.
sensitive.
And I think that's
Now
the
we can
difference.
get ratchet and we can
Oh,
get
don't
hood
play.
because this is the hood table. So some shows will come on here. We can be talking about a celebrity or just anything. We'll come over here and act ignorant. But when
A
it comes
fool
to certain topics, we really don't try to
exploit
uh
that person or anything.
exploit or what did they say about what I was saying about Nico earlier? The word
Glorify.
glorify, right?
Oh
Things
yeah.
like that. So yeah, I hope a lot of people listen to you today and understand where you're coming from and maybe possibly learn something, because
Yeah.
even if they're not trying to be an author, but maybe they want to be a singer or a musician or something else like
Use it as
that.
a cautionary
And
tale.
yeah,
Use it as a
yeah,
cautionary tale.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. And then also Bug Juice said when it comes to crying and feeling like you need to release, get it out in shame rather
Hmm.
hold it in with pain.
There you
That's what
go.
it is. Mm-hmm.
Who bugged you? Somebody kill him.
Girl, I'm telling, I'm giving all the advice tonight. This
Right.
shit is
I
for
don't know who
you.
Bug Juice
I
is, but
I
we
feel like you talking
appreciate
to
you.
everybody. I feel like you
Right. I
Right.
talking
like
to
you,
everybody.
Bug Juice. Thank you.
Like sometimes I be feeling a little emotional. I'm a little emotional as well.
You
Ain't
have
nothing wrong
emotions?
with it.
What?
I got motions. I got
Oh, you
motion.
got emotions?
I feel emotional. Yeah.
Mm.
A little emotional.
Hmm. But
I
I
told you
think
we
it's
can be.
time.
I told you we can be ignorant sometimes. But the hood table overall, we discuss everything from the hood to the White House,
Yes.
local stories, sensitive topics, trending stories, celebrities. We do it all over here. So we're not one trick pony, and we try to always though still always cater to our audience and also to our
I
guests.
guess. Yeah.
So yep. But
Mhm.
on that note, is there any last minute words you want to say, either one of y'all?
I really appreciate you guys letting me come back on here um and clearing up and letting me explain to my followers why I'm coming out with a second book. I really appreciate that you guys gave me that opportunity and you guys really make me comfortable. And I love it. You guys are a whole vibe. And I can't wait 'cause we might have another one too, girl. I don't know.
Well, we appreciate
You
you
know when
coming
that
on,
book
and
come
we
out, you're gonna have to come back when the book
right,
actually hit the shelf.
I
right.
promise. I promise. And I ain't
Have
gonna have
a
to
have a virtual release party or something.
Hey,
a book
that-
signing, a book
Yes,
signing.
yes,
yes.
something. We gotta
Oh,
do
we can go and
something.
broadcast from there. Shoot.
Yes. So that'll be wonderful. We're gonna have to talk. We'll have to talk, child. We'll have
Yeah.
our people call your people because you about to be doing something. You about to be doing something. Don't forget about the little people now. Don't,
Okay.
I can't forget from the
don't
hood. I
forget
can't
about your
forget the
hoodies.
hood.
Don't forget about the hoodies over here.
Okay.
I
Yo.
promise I got you. I promise.
All right. We love you, girl. And Karma Diva, do you got anything last minute to say at all or anything?
Buy paparazzi jewelry. Look at my email and go get you some jewelry. It's $5. And Christmas is coming up. It's good for stocking
You know
stuffers.
what? Where's her links?
And and
Please.
I say for the men too, go ahead and buy your girl something. Just be like, baby, I was thinking about you. Here you go. $5. Go on and support your girl.
Oh, hold on,
Paparazzi.
Shalonda. You know what I'm thinking, Shalonda?
What?
Do you know what I'm thinking?
I'm doing a
What, Jen?
shameless plug. I'm doing a shameless plug.
On that show when he was doing your book.
Oh,
I knew that was about to come out your mouth. That is so funny. I knew that. I was waiting for you. I knew that's what you was about to do.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I didn't think about it till she said that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's why I'm over here cracking up.
It's okay. I knew you was gonna go somewhere with it. That is so
I'm
funny.
about to mute myself now.
I about
Don't
took
do it. Don't
myself.
do
I
it.
about
It's
took
love. It's
myself
love.
out. Shameless plug. But you know what? Karma Diva, we
Yeah,
go way back like 4 flats on the leg. So I'm gonna
you know
let her
that.
get her shameless plug in.
You know that.
But yes, thank you guys. Everybody that tuned in tonight, we do appreciate you coming over to the hood table this evening.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Any support you give to our guests. I'm gonna go back down here and try to find. Okay, here we go. There
Yeah,
we
her
go.
cash app. Yeah.
I'm on all my channels tonight. So this is her cash app. $ Shalonda Moore is basically her name.
Hmm.
23. So if you want to be a blessing to her, please send her a cash app. Any amount,
Yes.
anything helps because she is on that journey to put this book out. And you know what? Just be a blessing to her because she came on here and she shared her story with us.
Yes. Yes.
Something real personal to her. So just be a blessing to her. And of course, as always, if you want to bless the hood table or any of the hosts, our cash apps are up there by our name. So feel free. But tonight is really about our guest. So if you
Yes.
feel like you want to bless her with anything, please send her $ Shalonda Moore 23. So
Yes.
please bless our guest. And also look forward to her book that's going to be coming out. We will have her back on when that book is released.
January 28th. January 28th.
Yes. So when that book is released, we will come back on here
Yes.
and make sure we promote your book. Okay.
Okay.
All right, love. All right. So on that note, everybody, make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Thank you so much. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to
Keep
keep
it hood.
it hood. All right, we out, y'all. Love you guys.
Love
Love
you
you
too.
more,
Thank
boo.
you.
All right, boo.
Bye bye.
Bye.